we're back already. Jumping live right into it right now. A new thread is coming out. And this one, oh my gosh, this is a doozy. Matt Taibbi is live tweeting right now. And tonight's part 3 episode is going to be about the removal of Donald Trump. This is probably going to be the biggest one now. The biggest one ever. That's probably what it's going to be. So we are live. Make sure you share this out to everybody, please. Do me a solid. I didn't even play intro music to let this thing go. I just started right away. I just jumped right into it. I'll play the intro music in the background like that, like all cool and slick and stuff. They are releasing the 3rd episode, part 3 of the Twitter Files. Tonight is going to be anticlimactic music. The removal of Donald Trump. Let me say it again so you can hear me.
The removal of Donald Trump.
Yeah. So that's right now, actually. You guys excited? I'm waiting for some people to get in here. Share it out. Share it out. Let's go. Share it out. I wasn't going to go live till 8, but I'm live right now. Share it out. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah. Nanner had to wait through an ad to get to the video. Doesn't matter. They'll demonetize it soon. We have one tweet out. There's not a new one yet. So I'm excited for this one. Yeah. All right. I'm going to let the song play and we're going to get all these people in. This is for real. Smoke Wagon. This is real right now. Man, I think I got a can for that. Too excited. Wait, I'm just going to this is really good for the quads. Like going up slowly with the desk. Like they need to make one that goes up quicker. Oh, yeah. Everybody share it. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Let's do it. It's going to be a late show tonight, boys. Oh, yeah, Deborah. Deborah's a top dono. Hell yeah, Deborah. I'm going to write Deb, though. And that was via Venmo. Na, 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 na. Yeah. I'm excited for this one. We could actually have some substance. Doesn't this song just get your blood moving? If you already shared, share again. And then it calms down. But don't worry, we're going to get into it. There's 2 tweets out. We'll get into it in just a second. It's my intro. Maybe I should dance for my intro. You think that'll make me go viral? I wish I could sing. This song needs lyrics. Yeah. He's at number 3. All right. Don't worry. The anticipation's killing you. All right. Yeah. All right. Woo, that's a good intro. I kind of like that better than the other one. Anyway, welcome to the Rational American. Today, we're actually getting to some good shit with the Twitter Files. I said the title of this video was, are they coming out with stuff? But it turns out they are right now. They're coming out, and this may be the most important one. Check this out. Twitter thread, the Twitter Files, the removal of Donald Trump, part 1. October 2020 to January 6th. And then it goes on. Ready? Let me make it bigger. Yeah. The world knows much of the story of what happened between the riots in the Capitol on January 6th and the removal of President Donald Trump from Twitter on January 8th. We'll show you what hasn't been revealed, the erosion of standards within the company in the months before January 6th, decisions by high-ranking executives to violate their own policies, and more against the backdrop of ongoing documented interaction with federal agents. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, here's the brass tacks. This is the tax of brass. I'm actually excited for this one. Look at this. The first installment covers the period before the election through January 6th. Oh, tomorrow, Schellenberg MD will detail the chaos inside Twitter on January 7th. And on Sunday, Barry Weiss will reveal the secret internal communications from the key date of January 8th. Fuck, do it all in one day. Stop making us wait in anticipation. Ugh. That's annoying. Like, that pisses me off. Come on, if you care about transparency, actually release the information. We the people want to know. Let me see. Oh, it's going to take forever. It's going to be so annoying. So annoying. Anyway, how the hell are you guys? You need suspenseful music? How about just this song on repeat, like on low on the background? Katrina Victoria said you may need a large drink for this one. Drink one for me. I got to drive home. Oh, I got to update this one. Bum, bum. Create as a new overlay. Deb is our top Venmo. Who's gonna beat her? If you want to support the stream and all that, the links are right down there. This reminds me of like doing the radio thing, right? Playing all the music. Yeah, let's see. I'm refreshing. Ready? David Jones said, so is it safe to say your opinion has changed on Elon's transparency now that you've been made aware of Jim Baker's vetting? The magnitude of influence is actually something now, huh, Steve? Nope. Nope. Because we don't know what he actually vetted. We don't know any of this. This is all for show, guys. I mean, I sincerely hope we find out some like cool information today, but I'm not holding my breath. You know? I don't think we're really going to find out any new information. It's my personal belief. I hope we do, though. Still no new ones. All right, so for anyone just tuning in, let me give you an update right now. Part one of this thread. Well, this is part 3, but it's part 1 of part 3 because part 3 is going to be several days because they want to drag it out and try to get all the revenue they can. Advertising revenue, but I use ad blocker. Good luck with that. Anyway. The Twitter Files, the removal of Donald Trump, part 1. The world knows much of the story of what happened between the riots at the Capitol on January 6th and the removal of President Donald Trump from Twitter on January 8th. We'll show you what hasn't been revealed, the erosion of standards within the company in the months before J6, decisions by high-ranking executives to violate their own policies, and more. Against the backdrop of ongoing documented interaction with federal agencies. This first installment covers the period before the election through January 6th. Tomorrow, Schellenberger MD will detail the chaos inside Twitter on January 7th. And on Sunday, journalist Barry Weiss will reveal the secret internal communications from the key date of January 8th. The suspense. The suspense. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll wait. I mean, maybe they'll be like, yeah, so people, you know, like if they're like, yeah, Mark Meadows emailed Twitter and said ban Donald Trump or something like that, then I would, if anything came from the government. But again, here we go. Whatever your opinion on the decision to remove Trump that day, the internal communications at Twitter between January 6th and January 8th have clear historical import. Importance is what he meant to say. Even Twitter's employees understood in the moment it was a landmark moment in the annals of speech. And that's pronounced annals of speech. It's not really. I made that up because it sounds funny. Anyway, I hate how they blur out everybody's name. Is this the first sitting head of state to ever be suspended? Someone wrote on what appears to be Slack, but they kept it. Like, if you're going to go to full transparency, release all the damn information. They're actually gathering this shit from the computers. So it's interesting because the journalists have access to their computers, I'm assuming. It's not like files that they're going through. Okay. So we're 5 tweets in, and this is a big nothing burger. Except that Twitter employees realize that this may be a big event by banning a sitting president of the United States. Jack James tried to be the producer on the show and say, Steve, read in a normal voice, please. No. You can go, the quartering is live if you want to go watch a guy that's going to shill his coffee every 5 seconds. I like the quartering. I'm just joking. Someone said, pretty sure he meant import. Steve, you're such a card. Yeah. Card-carrying member of the funny guys. Oh, God. We got Facebook trolls in here. Facebook trolls. Oh, man, they're writing it slow as shit today. Shit, I forgot to lock my door. Hold on. Got to make sure that door to the office is locked. I don't want to shoot anyone tonight. You know what I'm saying? Still nothing. Let's refresh. Do we have tweet number 5? God, man, I really hope there's some freaking information here. I really hope. I need it. We all need some. We all need. Uh-oh. Deb is the high number 2. I got you, Kathy. I got your message. Yeah, I was telling my wife about that earlier. So, yeah, we'll just keep yours secret. All right. So far, let me just refresh it again because there's nothing else going on. Right? And I'll read it in the special voice for whoever that was. Thread, the Twitter files. Part 1. No, wait. The removal of Donald Trump. Part 1. October 20th. January 6th. We'll show you what hasn't been revealed. No, I can't do that. We'll show you what hasn't been revealed. The erosion of standards within the company months before January 6th. Decisions by high-ranking executives to violate their own policies. And more against the backdrop of ongoing undocumented interaction with federal agencies. This is the first installment. Tomorrow there will be another one covering January 7th. And on Sunday, the journalist Barry Weiss will reveal the secret internal communications from the key date of January 8th. To build up suspense, they let you know that people at Twitter knew how much of a landmark moment it was by writing, is this the first sitting head of state to ever be suspended on this platform? There, now you're caught up. You like that? I just did that good. I don't have something that, here we go. As soon as they finished banning Trump, Twitter executives started processing new power. They prepared to ban future presidents and White Houses, perhaps even Joe Biden. The new administration, says one exec, will not be suspended by Twitter unless absolutely necessary. And then there's this screenshot. As stated in our ban evasion policy, if it is clear that another account is being used for the purposes of evading a ban, it's also subject to suspension. For government accounts such as POTUS and the White House, we will not suspend those accounts, but will take action to limit their use. However, these new accounts will be transitioned over to new administration in due course and will not be suspended by Twitter unless absolutely necessary to alleviate real-world harm. We already knew this. Again, like, come on, man, get with the like spill the beans. Like spill them, like you're playing dice. Psh, beans all over the counter. Boom, we have some actual freaking information. Let's go. It's like regurgitating, and they do it with such suspense too. As soon as they finished banning Trump, the Twitter exec started processing new power. Come on, you can tell he's a writer. Someone said, I saw all the videos for January 6th on Telegram. Yay. We had 3 crews there. So we documented January 6th. We had camera crews in DC on January 6th. So Mr. Make That Make Sense said, Brittany Griner is free. How did you celebrate, Steve? Or are you still trying to process it? What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Sheila Kelly said, don't encourage him. No, in fact, all of you need to. Are you going to let Deb stay at the top dono for the day? No one is going to top Deborah to become the leading donor of the day. Links are right below if you want. Come on. Who's going to top Deborah? Don't let Deborah be the queen. Right? Bum, 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 bum. This is gonna take so long. We're gonna be waiting forever. Why is it gotta take so long? Can they hurry the fuck up? We having beans again, someone said. Ask her who Mark Fogel is. I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, moo ha ha ha, suspend all the Trumps, yes. David Jones said SBF used FTX funds through his own research conglomerate to influence a research study that deemed ivermectin ineffective against COVID, while Fauci's daughter was a high up in Twitter. Hey, and see, everyone was like, oh my God, Fauci's daughter works for Twitter. Like, that wasn't known. Like, that's been known the entire time. Come on, bruh. Like, get with the times. Everybody knew that. They just regurgitate it to make it seem like it's new. Ugh. Come on, can you release the information? And you better make it good, because if you don't, I'm not covering this shit again because it's fucking boring. Ugh. Someone said, how much did she donate? LOL, $1,000? Nope, not $1,000. Not even close. If we got $1,000, man, I was even telling my wife, I said, I'm not going to get this truck. I'm not going to get it. It's not going to happen. I know. The Steve G's? What? What you talking about? Mark Fogel is a white teacher locked up in Russia for the exact same reason Brittany was. Oh. Mindy was trying to get caught up. She said, Happy Easter. What? What are you talking about? Thank you, Mindy. Deb is still on the top dono for the day. Who's going to be who? Yes, you did. And yet, Steve Oatley, they ignored your filming proof of January 6th setup. I watched your feed. I seen the crap unfolding. I cannot wait till Shifty gets slammed for all his lies. Yes. Yeah, we watched it live too. We were broadcasting, plus we had the camera crews there, one of which couldn't even get a live stream out. So it is what it is. I mean, we all saw it live. They were attacking the Capitol. And remember, because I kept getting text messages while I was doing my live broadcast, Donald Trump was speaking. And they're like, they're fighting at the Capitol. They're fighting at the Capitol. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to keep following the speech. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep following the speech, you know? Do you know, what are those things called where like people call in and donate money? Up. Here we go. Number 7. Twitter executives removed Trump in part over what one executive called the context surrounding actions by Trump and supporters over the course of the election and, frankly, the past 4 years. In the end, they looked at the broad picture, but that approach can cut both ways. Vaya said, I'm working with blank on on my team to put together a doc to share with you, a POV from research, ours, academics with whom we've been working, etc., on Donald Trump's language as coded incitement for further violence. In the meantime, our quick take: the decision on whether to pull that particular tweet or use that last straw for Trump depends on how many factors, including one, the overall context and narrative in which that tweet lives. We currently analyze tweets, consider them at a tweet by tweet basis, which does not appropriately take into account the context surrounding. You can use the yelling fire into a crowded theater example. Context matters, and the narrative that Trump and his friends have pursued over the course of the election and, frankly, the last 4 years must be taken into account when interpreting and analyzing that tweet. 2, the question around whether a moral imperative and decision as a company on which user sentiment should not drive based off on one. And I believe this tweet does violate our rules when taking that historical context and current climate. So they made up fucking new rules. So they're basically saying, yes, his tweet didn't violate terms and conditions, but taken with the context of everything else that's, everything else that everybody's been saying about him, then if that was their rules, then it would violate. So that's interesting, because they're saying his tweet, which we've long maintained, because his tweet, said we are the party of law and order and all that, which they deleted. His tweet was not calling for violence, as the January 6th, theater, keep pretending, the movie set. So that's interesting. That's something that's interesting, because here's Twitter. You can't sue him, but that's interesting, because this is them saying his tweets didn't independently violate Twitter terms of service. They took his entirety of tweets, and in fact, like they said, the previous 4 years, and used that to scope a narrative. It's the same thing mainstream media does with Donald Trump all the time. That's kind of interesting. I don't care who you are right there. I'm in a good mood. Let's go. Who's gonna beat Deb? I can't believe Deb's still the top queen around here. Thought someone would have beat Deb for that top queen. I suppose I should check PayPal, because it doesn't come right to my email. Well, it does, but I gotta look. Bum, 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 bum. While we wait for the next one. No PayPal, so that's good. I didn't miss anybody. Let's refresh this, see if there's anything new here. Bum, 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 bum. The bulk of the internal debate leading into Trump's ban took place in those 3 January days. However, the intellectual framework was laid the months preceding the Capitol riots. All right, come on. Let's go. Can you get the bottle? Can you give me the information? It was a 2019 Dodge Ram Bighorn, and it had the Lear back on it. Crew cab. Used, not new. But it was black too, so it matched my trailer. And I'm going to get personalized license plates. I checked, they're available. And even if I don't get the truck, I'm going to redo the registration on my wife's car, so that way I can get new plates. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, so no one can grab them, but they are available, and I'm getting it. So even if I don't get the truck, that's how I got into this whole mess in the beginning, because I'm like, I want to get personalized license plates. And I started looking into it because it's advertising. And then I was like, I should just get a truck. Evelyn Knight said, you want to be queen. Well, if you want to be the queen of the channel, become the highest, the top dono for the day. You can use Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And they're listed right below if you want. Or you can go over to puretruthcoffee.com, click on donate, and then you could find all the different ways you can donate. And then I'm changing the name and giving you mega shout outs. Waiting for and reading Twitter, said Sheila. If you can't tell, I chugged a Mountain Dew. I'm fucking wired. I was going to do chest because I didn't even have time yet. Before January 6th, Twitter was a unique mix of automated rules-based enforcement and more subjective moderation by senior executives. As Barry Weiss reported, the firm had a vast array of tools for manipulating visibility, most of which were thrown at Trump and others pre-January 6th. Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Nana is the top dono now. Unless someone beats that one. Nana 1776. Yeehaw. Let me change this. Nana, and that was via Cash App. Via Cash App. Save. Bam. Who's going to beat her? Nana took that challenge and she was like, hold my beer. Sorry, Deb. You just got taken out. Taken out. Taken out. All right, let me see. Is there a new one? Nope. Man, this one is pretty interesting. This means this tweet here, the internal email, the decision on whether or not to pull that particular tweet or use that as a last straw for Trump depends on many factors, including the overall context and narrative in which the tweet lives. We currently analyze tweets and consider them at a tweet-by-tweet basis, which does not appropriately take into account the context surrounding. You can use yelling fire into a crowded theater, for example. Context matters, and the narrative that Trump and his friends have pursued over the course of this election, and frankly, the last 4 years, must be taken into account when interpreting and blah, blah, blah. So this basically means that Donald Trump's tweets on January 6th were not breaches of Twitter's terms of service. They said it was for harmful content and all that. This one message says, nope. They when they do their rulemaking, they do it on a tweet by tweet basis. So his tweets would not have violated anything. They broke form and decided to ban him simply because of everything else. They took it into context. As the election approached, senior executives, perhaps under the pressure from, see, I don't like that unless you're going to say they're under pressure from federal agencies. Anyway, Matt Taibbi said, as the election approached, senior executives, perhaps under pressure from federal agencies with whom they met more as time progressed, increasingly struggled with rules and began to speak of vios and pretexts to what they'd likely have done anyway. That's interesting. Not really, but see, I don't like when they said perhaps under pressure from federal agencies, because if they truly have all the emails and correspondence from the federal agencies, then they would know if, you know what I mean? And they haven't, keep in mind, they haven't released any of that information. They haven't released any of that information. I specifically want to know who was in the weekly meetings. We know DHS, we know people from CISA, we know the FBI, and then they say industry stakeholders. I want to know, was anyone from CI Security, Center for Internet Security, present there? Because if that is key, because that means the government was compelling free speech, because we can directly tie DHS funds, taxpayer funds, our money. Isn't that cliche that you pay taxes and then your taxes are going towards censoring you? Like, I know. It's crazy. Nana 1776 said, always here. I just don't usually chat. Usually listening and sewing. Sewing. Yep. What, did Carvana crash? Are they done? What happens to my truck that I want to buy? It's from Carvana, man. What the fuck? I just got a message about Carvana. Carvana gets a lot of flack. They did us right. Good interest rates, decent cars. 98% plunge in their market value. Wow. Wow. Damn. So lower your price of the truck, homie. Who are the industry stakeholders? Yes, that's what I want to know. Maryland tweeted something that has no factual basis because there's been no evidence to say otherwise. She said the lawyer, Baker, scrubbed the FBI stuff. We have no knowledge that happened. Here's the thing about this show, and when I do a live stream, we try to keep everything 100. Isn't that how they say 100? So we try to keep everything 100. 100. 100. So we don't write stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? God Rides a Harley asks a question. Your opinion, Steve. If you are on the illegal Chinese payroll, are you a communist? Yes. Yes. And if you support the CCP, you're a communist. I mean, I'll be honest and say yes. 100% certainty. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Why is info being leaked drip by drip? You have to have everything and then drop the bomb. Yeah, this is because it's driving traffic to Twitter. That's why they're doing it. Okay, here we go. New tweet. Breaking news. Sorry. New tweet. After January 6th, internal Slack showed Twitter executives getting a kick out of the intensified relationships with federal agencies. Here's trust and safety head Yoel Roth lamenting a lack of generic enough calendar descriptions concealing his very interesting meeting partners. And then he goes on to say, it happens. I'm a big believer of calendar transparency, but I reached a certain point where my meetings became, well, very interesting to people, and there weren't meeting names generic enough to cover. Anyway, let me know. And then he said, a very boring business meeting that's definitely not about Trump. Pretty much. Definitely not meeting with the FBI, I swear. So they're definitely... Why are they blanking names out? Why are you covering names? This is not transparent, fuckers. Like, if you're going to be transparent, be transparent. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You see and heard Ximena break up with the independent party. Yes, it's not going to hurt Biden. She was pretty much independent anyway. Hell, I was thinking, like, if you take the politics out of being independent, you know what I mean? And which is, it's hard to say because then you got like Bernie Sanders, who's independent. But if you take the politics out of it and the leftist morons, I think I line more with the independent party than the current Republican Party. I mean, I'm a constitutional conservative, so that's a bit different. But I would say just like if I ran for office, I wouldn't run as a Republican. I'm ashamed of these damn Republicans. They don't do shit for us. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't. Sing it again now. Who's gonna beat the top? Don't know. Nano 1776 is the top. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Where's Steve Marley, bro? This dude hasn't been out here for a while. You don't want to be the top king? Who's gonna be the top king up in here? Bum, 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 The initial reports are based on searches. Here we go. The initial reports are based on searches for docs linked to prominent executives whose names are already public. They include Roth, former Trust and Policy Chief Vijaya God, and recently Plank walked Deputy General Counsel and former FBI lawyer Jim Baker. I don't know. I don't like that they're redacting the names. See, even Tyler Hansen, he's like, why are you redacting names? Someone else has said, you ever gonna, yeah, and it just goes on. Yeah. See, and see, some people are coy. I talked about this earlier today, where they said the White House, they didn't say the Trump campaign. They said the White House was access to these tools, meaning to ban people or to request that people are banned. You know, that's interesting. Someone said Steve has dollar signs in his eyes today. Yeah, well, I need to. Otherwise, I can't do the show. I got to go get a different job. You know, I spent too long building all this to let it go away. So, you know, because the whole idea with getting the truck is so I could pull the trailer. So that way I'll set that up as a coffee trailer, open the store, hire someone to work in the store, and then go run into Loudoun County, plop that coffee trailer somewhere, and start slinging coffee out of there as well. Evelyn said, if you donate 100, can you be a queen? I can't. I don't want to tell you the numbers. But that is extremely close. But I will say, well, no, I'm not going to say anything. Who knows? You'll never know. You know? Maybe you should take a penny for your thoughts. See what I did there? See what I did there? Who caught that one? Who caught that one? Nana's going to be like, that's not fair, Steve. So nothing new yet. Nah, God rides a Harley. Figured it out. FMC programmer said right answer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a business, dude. It's Christmas time. Everyone's rough. Our sales are down. So I'm trying to make this as exciting as I can for you guys. Also, I'm also thinking about like what I need to do in my personal life. You know, we still haven't bought presents for my kids, you know, stuff like that, you know. Plus, I need to buy this truck before someone else buys it. I mean, I really want the truck. But in order to buy the truck, I got to pay off the car. Because I did try to convince my wife at dinner tonight to be like, dear, can I just buy the truck and then I'll try to sell the car later? And she's like, absolutely not. So, you know, someone said, were you zoned out or did I forget to read number 10? No, I read number 10. It's right there. As the election approached, executives perhaps under pressure from federal agencies. Yeah, I read that one. That boring ass tweet. They like take 7 tweets just to put like one good one. All right, here we go. One particular Slack channel offers unique windows into the evolving thinking of top officials in late 2000, early 2001. On October 8th, 2000, executives opened a channel called US 2020 XFN Enforcement. Through January 6th, this would be the home for discussions about election-related removals, especially ones that involved high-profile accounts, often called VITs or very important tweeters. And then a very long message that says, hi, everyone. Starting tomorrow, October 9th, until November 15th, this channel will be used for the following reasons related to the U.S. 2020 elections. I'm trying to read like a Twitter employee would sound. Trends identified that require scaled investigations, high-profile accounts escalations that potentially require PII soft interventions, scalable solutions required, edge cases for XFN consultation, highlight tech issues, bugs, tools, outage, JIRA tickets. This is an enforcement channel between T and AMS, blah, 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 to help speed up our response related to election issues over the coming few weeks. GET will start providing a hand in starting over at AirPack shift tomorrow, Friday, October 9th, using the following template. And then it goes on to a bunch of shit and says, can you please make sure everyone on the team is in the channel? The teams that we include are as follows: site integrity, safety policy, policy trust, safety operations, media ops, global escalation team. If you have any questions, let me know. And then they blurred out the name. And then it goes on to say there are at least some tension between safety operations, a larger department whose staffers used a more rules-based process for addressing issues like porn, scams, and threats, and smaller, more powerful cadre of senior policy execs like Roth and God. How do you say that name? Someone want to say what it is? God, whatever. Someone said people donate more during a call-in show. You're out of your damn mind. That's actually not. I don't think I've ever made any money on a call-in show. I don't think ever. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Damn, bro. Is that really the City Hall building? Just homeless camps. You guys want to see the Portland City Hall building? That billboard right there? That billboard right there, that's a billboard that it was my face and they set it on fire in Portland. That's the old City Hall building. This is the streets of Portland right now, just so everyone understands. Thank you for sending that. It's crazy stuff, dude. Crazy stuff. I wrote that song. Copywritten. Nana 1776 is still the top dono. Is no one going to try to one-up the old Nanner? Nobody's going to do it. She going to be on the top. Uh-oh. Did we? Oh, we got one. Oh, we got a tie. I got to make a tie. I got to say a tie. Nana and Shirley. Let me make sure there's no new ones. Bada boom, 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 boom. We got a tie between Nana and Shirley. 15. That was the last one. What? 15 and then 10. What the shit? All right. All right. So let me top dono. Here, let me do it this way. Bum 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 bum. And Shirley via PayPal. Period. Oh, I didn't want it. I wanted to. Oh, dude, it's not gonna let me edit it now. Come on, bruh. I wanted to make this. How do I? It's not gonna let me do it. I want. Who will beat them? I should have said. Sound like I'm talking about pronouns. Who will beat them? Top dono, we're tied right now. I'm tied. It doesn't take much to beat him. I'm just saying. Who is going to be the challenger? Let me see. 15 was the last one. 16. The latter group were high-profile Supreme Court of Moderation, issuing content rulings on the fly, often in minutes and based on guesses, gut calls, even Google searches, even in some cases involving the president. So this is where they tweeted about it. Interesting. Breaking news. And then I can't say that because we are on YouTube. And so they took a Donald Trump tweet from October 9th, 2020. And they said, wouldn't a rigged be enough to be in violation, right? And Yoel Roth said, if the claim of fact was inaccurate, yes. And then said, but it looks like that's true using Google. Oh, shit. So they tried to ban him, but then they had to say it was true. That's funny. That's funny. Look at that. So they tried to ban him and then discovered it was true. Look, they were trying to get him banned. And then he's like, if the claim of fact was inaccurate, but it looks like that's true. Oh, shit. Donald Trump just got that win right there. He just got that W. That W. Yeah. Can you imagine if he makes his appearance back on Twitter tonight? He should just be like, I fucking told you. Like, their liberal heads would explode today. Can you imagine if Donald Trump just got back on Twitter and was like, fuck all of you? Like, it would be amazing. Oh my gosh, that would be good. And then here's the next tweet. During this time, executives who were also clearly liaisoning with the federal enforcement and intelligence agencies about moderation of election-related content. While we're still at the start of reviewing the Twitter files, we're finding out more about these interactions every day. Come on. God. Come on, Donald Trump. I know you're watching my show right now. Can you just let out a little tweet? Come on. Like, literally, Donald Trump could literally make their heads exploding by writing tweet on his account, TWEET, and that's it. That's all he'd have to do, and their heads would. It would be amazing. Today would be the day to do it. Today would be the day. like if he was ever going to tweet, today would be the day for him just to be like, I fucking told you. You know? Hell yeah. Who's gonna be the top? Don't know. We got Nana 1776 via Cash App and Shirley via PayPal. Come on with it. Anyone gonna take him, or are we gonna have two queens? Well, and just in mind, just so you guys know, you can one up each other if you want to be the head queen. Because right now you're kind of like common law queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, has there ever been any like two queen scenarios? Right? I mean, hey, guys, it is 2020, so you guys can be two queens together. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're going to do, though, because Elton John quit Twitter. Wasn't he like the number one queen? See what I did there? Yeah. That was some funny stuff. I don't care who you are. The wit of this fella today, talking about myself in third person. That's how far we've come. That would be the ultimate present to the USA. You're right. And I know you're talking about Donald Trump tweeting. Boom, 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 boom. PB and Glitzy said you would bleep yourself if Trump came back, wouldn't you? LMAO. No, I don't really like Donald Trump. I think he was a great president. Most of my viewers who have been watching for a long time, they already know that. So you're new here, so you don't know that. But that's cool. You know what I like? I like liberal heads exploding. That's what I like. You know, so liberal minds across the world tonight, if Donald Trump tweeted, especially if they actually drop any actual information, they drop some that's pretty interesting. But if they drop anything else, like really pertinent, it could be good. It could be good. You know? But bum 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 bum. Someone said, don't complain when you get burnt. I don't know what that means. Beth said, what are we donating for tonight? Tonight, it's actually for me. Like, that's what it's for. We're not doing any giveaways. We're not doing anything else. It's for me. Things have gotten a little bit tight over here in the Oatley household. I want to buy a truck, but I got to pay off. I got to pay more on my wife's car because she wants me to trade in her car because she drives my car and I drive her car. And I want to get a truck so that way I can tow the trailer, and then we're going to make that into a full-on coffee trailer, and then we'll have 2 locations open within the next 2 months because we're opening Thursday, January 1st, 2023, the coffee shop, 7 a.m. You know, but tonight, yeah, if you want to contribute, it's directly for me. Right now, we got we got 2 queens. I'm not sure if they're holding hands walking down the street in San Francisco or whether, they're just, you know what I'm trying to do? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to insinuate? Queens. I'm trying to be like politically correct and say it's okay to be gay. You know what I mean? That's what they say. So we have 2 queens, you know? They have 2 moms. Their little princes and princesses have 2 moms. It's completely normal. It's completely normal. I'm trying to piss them off so they compete against each other, and keep donating more. It's the strategy's not working though. Someone said the best present for one of us would be buy the truck. Yeah, no one's going to do that. The best present I ever got was last Christmas. I forgot who it was. I think it was Christy, I think. I haven't seen her in a long time. Okay, here we go. Policy Director Nick Pickles. Is that his name? Nick Pickles asked if they should say Twitter detects misinformation through ML Human Review and partnerships with outside experts. The employee asked, I know it's been a slippery process. Not sure if I want our public explanation to hang on that. Interesting. Not sure if we describe the FBI DHS as experts or some NGOs that aren't academic. Can we just say partnerships? Ooh, they're gone. So this is just more, this is more of what we learned the other day outside of those meetings, outside of the tweet one, because then everyone started like searching for it. And yeah, this is pretty interesting because now they're confirming they're meeting with the cops and all that stuff too. Interesting. And then the next one, was can we just say they're experts? Or not sure we describe the FBI DHS as experts. Interesting. So here's the brass tacks of it all. Bum 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 la ti ti. Shirley's the top queen. Sorry, Nana. Shirley just went up. She was like, we ain't jointly raising our kids. she bailed on you, Nana. She was out quick. No, you don't even get to collect alimony there. She's just packed up and gone. So we have one top queen right now. Top queen. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if there's a new one. Why is someone being bad in the chat? God rides. Here we go. Another one. The post about Hunter Biden laptop situation shows that Roth not only met weekly with FBI and DHS, but with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Says bot application. Yoel has checked in. Here's what they said. What's new for you since our last check-in? Hacked materials exploded. We blocked the New York Post story. Then we unblocked it, but said the opposite. And then we unblocked it. What? And now we're in a messy situation where our policy is in shambles. Comms is angry. Reporters think we're idiots, and we're refactoring an exceedingly complex policy 8 days out from the election. In short, FML. Weekly sync with FBI, DHS, DNI, and election security. The meeting happened about 15 minutes after the aforementioned hacked material implosion. The government declined to share anything useful when asked. Monthly meetings with FBI, FIF, briefed on several ongoing investigations. Oh, you better put the rest of that fucking email out. Why don't they do that? They're selectively grabbing shit, which pisses me off. They're selectively putting stuff out, and it pisses me off. Put all the information out. You know what I'm saying? Where's the rest of it? I want to know what they were talking about with the FBI. That's what I want to know. What are they talking about with the FBI? East Coast or West Coast? What are you talking about? Pigar said, redacting names hopefully to avoid interfering with law enforcement investigations. What? It's a private company. They haven't broken any laws. You guys understand that. As much as everyone could be outraged and all that stuff, they haven't broken any laws. They're a private company. If anyone's that broken the law would be the federal governments that are attempting to, out of everything that we've listened to so far, the federal government was the only one. Oh, here's the other one. No. Roll report, FDI's most farcical and self-flagellating tone. We blocked the New York Post story, then unblocked it, but said the opposite. Comms is angry. Reporters think we're idiots. So he just tweeted the same thing again. Why? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Briefed on several ongoing investigations. Where is the rest of that? That's what I want to know. What was the FBI releasing to these Twitter nerds? Someone said, Steve, we're talking about what's going to go down in California tomorrow. Something about a trans story time where children were invited. Yeah. It's sick. It's disturbing, and I don't want to talk about it. I think Oreo Express is going out there. I think I saw him say something like that, or someone sent something about it, something like that. Sick. What is the dono lead amount? Martha, we're not saying what the amount is. That's it. That's kind of the trick to this one. But the problem is everybody thinks it's extraordinarily high. I don't know how to do this so people stop, because that's what happened last time is now they think it's really high. So nobody's contributing anything. It's not that high. Or maybe it is. You'll never know, but contribute. And you could do multiple ones. Like there's some of you guys that would do like $20, $20, $20, $20, $20 for the iPads. I say I'm not giving an iPad away and just trying to support my family. And you guys are like, fuck you. Give an iPad away, Steve. Come on with it. Come on with it. If you want. I'll be honest. I am doing it for selfish reasons. I'm going to buy a truck. But to be honest, it's not really selfish. The truck would be for work too. What the fuck? I hate how this does this. All right. See, here's the next one. Some of Roth's later slacks indicate his weekly confabs with federal law enforcement involve separate meetings. Here, he ghosts FBI and DHS respectively to go to an Aspen Institute thing, then take a call with Apple, saying, hey there, I have to miss the FBI and DHS meetings today. Unfortunately, I saw you were on the invites for both as our site policy. Can you give me a quick readout if there's anything interesting that comes up? Person says, yeah, sure. Hopefully everything's okay. He said, yeah, I just have conflicts both times. An Aspen Institute thing this morning on vaccines that I have to be present at, and then a call with Apple to avoid getting us kicked out of the App Store during the DHS one. And then this dude was like, yeah, they seem very important. So Apple was even trying to kick him out back then, too. That's interesting. Martha said you're nosy tonight. Yeah. If you want to support, so I'll do this. So from my total goal, we are about maybe close to 6% of the total goal. Maybe. No, sorry, close to 20% of the total goal. Not actually, we're probably sitting right about 5%. Or no, 15%. Yeah, that's about a more accurate number. About 15%. Miscellaneous Hardware and Chicken said chainsaw giveaway Husqvarna. Yeah, I looked them up. I can't afford them. Because you're talking about $500, $600, $700, $800 for a good chainsaw. I can't afford that because I'm never going to make that much back. Like if I do a tablet, the tablet costs me like $350 or $400, and I'm making like $430, $450, sometimes $500. You know what I mean? Like the last tablet, I think I lost money on, to be honest. Angry Donut said, maybe if you donate, Steve will dress like Santa and sing Christmas songs for us. Yeah. I mean, if I make the $3K to buy the truck, you're fucking right. I will go buy a Santa suit, a white beard, and do a whole fucking Christmas special for you guys. No fucking joke. Ho, ho, ho. See, I even practiced. New chainsaws are the Christmas rage. It's not 3,000. It's 4. I don't know why I said 3. It was 3 before I started looking at it. And then they upped their price like they always do. Is this another one? Okay, here's another one. Here, the FBI sends reports about a pair of tweets, the second of which involves a former Tippecanoe County, Indiana counselor and Republican named John Basham, claiming that between 2 and 25% of ballots in mail are being rejected for errors. Here, we just got a report from FBI concerning 2 tweets related to the shredding of mail-in ballots. This is proven to be false via this link. I believe it was deemed no violation on numerous occasions. Okay, see, that's pretty interesting. Is there a crime there? Well, that's government-compelled speech. Wouldn't you argue? Wouldn't that be government-compelled speech? John Basham's about to get paid. He's about to get paid. I follow him too, don't I? Watch, I bet. Will it say I follow him? Following. Yeah, I already follow him. He's about to get paid. He's about to get paid. Someone said the Santa Claus show would be interesting. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. We're pretty far away. I don't think we could do that, especially in just straight donos. Like that would be like a top day ever. Like, well, in terms of donations, that would be like when we're in the middle of the riots with donations, when I would do a giveaway, but someone said, text you the link of the PayPal. Yeah, but I can't text it. Can you just look it up? Just go to puretruthcoffee.com. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Here, I'll do that. Okay, hold on. Exciting. I'm fucking wound today, huh, boys? I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it. Let me put this in there. Man, I will. I'll go buy a Santa uniform or Santa uniform. I'll sit here and go, ho, 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 man. God, can you imagine if someone walked by my office and I was sitting there doing that stuff? I don't care. Matter of fact, I'm not opening before Christmas. I would need a lot more money to be able to do that because I got to stock the store. That's going to be a process in itself. But that's my pledge to you. If I make my goal, I will. Here's the link. It's in all your chats. If I make my goal, Can Rhino be the elf? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But I'll dress up as Santa and read Christmas stories for a fucking hour. Like straight up. I don't care. Hardcore. Adam knows how hard this biz is. Don't you, Adam? Oh, here we go. The FBI flagged that tweet. We read that one. The group then decides to apply a learn how voting is safe and secure, which is interesting. Examining the entire election information Slack, we didn't see one reference to moderation requests from the Trump campaign, the Trump White House, or Republicans generally. We looked. They may exist. We were told they do. However, they were absent here, he said. See, I don't like that. That's one-sided shit. Unless the next tweet says that here's proof that the Democrats were doing it. Do you know what I mean? Or the Biden campaign or something like that. I don't know. I don't like that because it doesn't give the impression that this is an unbiased report. You know what I mean? If they don't, say it with the other one. You know what I'm saying? Cam Miller said, "What's up? What's up, bro? What's up with you?" You know what I mean? Must be the coffee. Hell yeah, it is the coffee. Have you guys checked? Have you seen that link that I put in, homies? Pure Truth Coffee is back. The labels have to get approved by the FDA, so it's actually taking a little bit. So I got generic labels, and if you order right now, you're going to get the generic labels. But we're submitting them for approval with the FDA because it's a new roaster. They have a different way of doing things. But Pure Truth Coffee is back. So we have Gratis Cafe, which is the non-political one. And then we have Pure Truth Coffee, which is the I don't give a fuck one. You can get the Awake Not Woke, Wake Up America, Sleepy Joe Biden decaf. Yeah. Do I have decaf on there? Yeah, you can. Website sick. All the shirts up there. I'm going to have a coffee box that comes in a 30 caliber ammo can. What the fuck? I just zoomed in on that. Where's all the tweets? What the hell? Did he just jump a shit ton? What the fuck? He goes from 27 to 31. Where's the other ones, bruh? In one case, former Arizona Governor Mike Huckabee joked tweets about mail-in ballots for his deceased parents and grandparents. Where's the rest of the tweets? Examining the entire collection of enforcement Slack, we didn't see one reference to moderation requests from White House Trump campaign. Wait, did I just miss something? Hold on. Let me refresh this whole page. No, what the? You can't do that. That's way out of context, bruh. Where's the rest of it? Come on. You got one job. Like, how are you missing your tweets? What the fuck? No, those four were saying Democrats were doing this and that and this and that. Guarantee that's what the last four were about. Where's the? Is anyone else freaking out? Where the fuck are they? That's important. That's important. They skipped them. Where'd they go? This inspires a long Slack that reads like a Tina McGrath parody. I agree it's a joke, concedes Twitter employee, but he's literally admitting it in a tweet, a crime. It's missing context. Like, listen, it says examining the entire election enforcement Slack, we didn't see one reference to moderation requests from the Trump administration, the Trump White House, or Republicans generally. We looked, they may exist. We were told they do, however, they were absent here. In one case, former Arizona Governor Mike Huckabee joked tweets about mail-in ballots for his deceased parents and grandparents, to which they reply, it inspires a long Slack that reads like a Tina McGrath parody. I agree it's a joke, concedes a Twitter employee, but he is also literally admitting a tweet and a crime. But they missed. Like, how did his tweet get reported? They missed something here. They missed something here. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's not even from Arizona, is he? He was Alabama governor, right? No, Arkansas? He wasn't Arizona. Where was he from? When you say bruh, you got to put bruh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Martha, thank you for your support. It was never you. What the fuck's that mean? Oh, is that your YouTuber name, or that's what you wrote? What? Is it from It Was Never You? But thank you, It Was Never You, whoever that is. Thank you. Arkansas, bruh. Arkansas, bruh. They are missing tweets, right? I'm not the only one that caught this. Hopefully everyone else is. The group declares Huck an edge case, and though one notes we don't make exceptions for jokes or satire, they ultimately decide to leave him be because we poked enough bears, they say. It's missing. It's missing a bunch. Someone just wrote, so basically they never did anything that Trump asked. They only censored on behalf of the deep state, one-sided. Am I missing fucking tweets here? I'm not. It's just, it skips. Where is 28, 29, and 30? I'm missing something here. Corey said they are missing. You checked his Twitter feed yourself. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, shit. D with the Venmo. Shout out to you. Shirley is still the top dono for the evening. Oh, he didn't write a number there either. I think he's getting tired. Skynet has started with 28, 29, 30. Skynet has started. I don't know what that means. What's that mean? Twitter censored it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so just like I said, I will do a whole show. Brad Norris, thank you for that $10 super chat. Just like I said, if I reach my incredibly ambitious and out of touch goal of $4,000 tonight, so I could buy a truck, I will dress up like Santa. Oh, dude, I'll make it really good for you. All right. Listen, it's super ambitious here. And to be honest, we could all do it. If everyone does $10 in the chat, we could make this happen. But listen, this is how I'll do it. Listen, this is how you know I'm serious. I will dress up like Santa Claus, white beard and all. I'll talk like Santa Claus, and I'll do a 3-hour call-in show. Now you know I'm serious because you guys know how much I hate doing call-in shows. I'll do a call-in show for 3 hours pretending to be Santa Claus. Someone said, what happened to your truck? I sold it back in June because the dealer offered me $6,000 more than I paid for it. So I took it. $6,000 more than I paid for a brand new truck because the used market was going crazy. But I realized too, and maybe people won't know, maybe people won't agree or feel the same way, but I realize I'm much more productive when I'm like super happy, and I'm super happy with the truck. And so I've noticed that my wife even agrees. That's why she said I could sell her car and buy a truck, because right now I'm driving her car. So here's a new one. Could mislead people, still could mislead people. The humor adverse group declares before moving on from Huckabee. Oh, God, that's fucking small. How do I zoom in on this shit? Open image and new tab. Will that zoom in enough? Here, I'll do this. This is a tweet. It says, putting this tweet in everyone's radar. This appears to be a joke, but other people might believe it. Can I get your weigh in? Yoel Roth said, I saw this one last night. I agree it's a joke, but he's also literally admitting in a tweet to a crime. Could still mislead people, but although misleading, in my opinion, I don't think it can unduly influence the election. Could still mislead people. Said, yeah, I could see us taking action under misleading claims that cause confusion about established laws, regulation, procedures, and methods of civic process, but it's not one that we could really label in a useful way. So it's removal of a stupid and ill-advised joke or nothing. I'm maybe inclined not to remove without a report from voting authorities, given that it's been a while since he tweeted it, and virtually all the replies I'm seeing are critical counter speech. Someone said, I tend to agree. I feel like It's an edge case. We've already poked enough bears recently. He said, oof, I just saw this looking at the replies. Now I get to feel for it as much confusion as being generated. It's a quick glance indicates that people aren't confused, but I have concerns. Under the policy, we don't make exceptions for joke or satire. So while I doubt that Huck was really this stupid and is joking, I'm inclined to say that it should come down. This person says, I wonder how much of it is an attempt to play the ref prior to congressional hearing, in that the goal is to get censored. But yeah, as Patrick says, the policy doesn't have that carve out. So they literally think he was trying to do it so they could get him in the that was stupid. And then they say, to thrust the joke seems to be mail-in ballots are for fraudulent votes. So I could see an argument for our mail-in ballot label, but I'm absent confusion. I'd also be inclined to leave the joke alone. There you go. Oh, by the way, we also have some sick ass hoodies. Look at this one in black. Look how dope that looks. Twitter files, proof that big tech is evil. Get that on puretruthcoffee.com. Look at that plug. Wasn't that fucking sweet? So it's up here now. Let me see if there's a new one. Bum, 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 bum. Ross suggests moderation, even in this absurd case, could depend on whether or not the joke results in confusion. This is seemingly a silly case actually foreshadows serious later issues. This is fucking boring. Yeah, I can see us taking action under misleading claims that cause confusion about the established laws, regulation, procedures, and method of civic process, but it's not one that we could really label in a useful way. So it's removal of a stupid and ill-advised joke or nothing. I may be inclined to remove a report without voting. See it. This is what we already read. But you know what? This is humanizing Yoel Roth and everybody else and showing them having discussions before they make a decision. So you can make the argument that not only is it humanizing them, it's also like forgiving some of what they're doing. You know what I mean? At least that's how I see it. You know, maybe you guys don't, but you know what I mean? It's showing that they're not just making, you know, at whim decisions. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my opinion. Katniss said nope. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if there's a new one yet. Is there a new one? Yes, there is. In that case, in the docs, execs often expand criteria, subjective issues like intent. Yes, video is authentic, but why was it shown? Orientation, was a banned tweet shown to condemn or support? Or reception, did a joke cause confusion? This reflex will be key in January 6th. This is going to be a long ass one. We haven't even got to January 6th. This was all supposed to be about January 6th, wasn't it? Damn, bro. Like, shit. I got to take a seat here. I'm getting tired here. Eventually. I'm full screening this for a minute. I'll be right back. Because I'm vaping and I don't want you to hear it because vaping is stupid. I'm getting old, you know that? Penelope Connor said, hey, Steve. Hey, Penelope. Someone said it's almost November. Yes, it is. Wait, what? It is November. It's December. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Martha? Let's see. In another example, Twitter employees prepared to slap a mail-in voting as safe warning on the label. Trump tweeted about a postal screw-up in Ohio before realizing the events took place, which meant the tweet was factually accurate. And see, this is where they go on to say, Trump just posted these two tweets on Twitter. Learn how voting by mail is safe and secure. Not sure what the process is for GET. Are we expected to do the policy comms right up for blah, blah, blah. Yoel said Trump, yeah, it's the same thing. Learn how voting by mail is safe and secure. Not sure what the process is. They're doing all this on their cell phone. That's why it's all truncated like stuff. Someone said, I've been on PTO, so not up 100% to speed. My understanding is both cases, the events took place and the commentary by POTUS and his opinion related to these real events, so there wouldn't be anything labeling action violation on our side. And then he said, yeah, those are factually accurate. Thanks for clarifying. Huh. Huh. How many followers is this? I know when it was day one, he had 800,000 followers, right? Damn, bro. Elon, yo, can I write this one so I can get like famous and shit, bro? Can I get a movie deal? Oh, that's hit my head. I'm sitting down now. I'm getting tired of standing. This stuff is hard work, you know, doing all this news business. It's hard work. Got to sit down. Feel like I'm getting ready to play a piano. Ding, ding, ding. But I'm not, so don't worry about it. Can't play piano. Don't know how. Someone said, very well done on speed. Trump was being visibly filtered as late as a week before the election. Here, senior execs didn't appear to have a particular violation, but still worked fast to make sure fairly anodyne Trump tweet couldn't be replied to, shared, or linked. And see, this is election interference. This is before the election. So this is election interference 100%, which I thought they couldn't. I thought there was already rulemaking that social media could not censor a president. See, like this means you can't share it or anything like that. Some or all of the content shared in this tweet is disputed and might be misleading about an election or other civic process. He said big problems and discrepancies with mail-in ballots all over the United States must have a final total on November 3rd. Where are they saying very well done on speed? Very well done on speed. Where are you seeing that? The fuck is that? What the fuck are you talking about, bruh? What you talking about, Willis? Boom, 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 boom. By the way, if you want to be the top dono for the day, you got to beat Shirley. She sent 2 combined contributions. She holds the top. She is the dono queen for now. Who is going to beat her? Who will take the yeet throne? I'm cracking myself up today. I don't care. Hopefully you guys find this mildly entertaining because I'm cracking myself up. Erica said they don't play by the rules. It's agenda-driven propaganda news. Yes. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't follow me on YouTube, will you do me a solid and go follow me on YouTube real quick and then come back because you want to because you're awesome and you really support the channel as much as you can because that's what cool people do. Like, can you do that for me? Like everybody here, I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. And the reason is because I'm trying to get up to 100,000 subs because then my son will say I'm a real YouTuber and then I win his affection. Not really. I already have it. He thinks I'm the coolest dude in the world. But he did make mention once, said I'm not a real YouTuber because I don't have 100,000 subs. So if you'll go over to that link in your chat right there and become a subscriber on YouTube or a member if you really, really want to, but subscriber. And yeah, that's why I've been doing a lot of the videos just on YouTube, trying to build that up. Here's another one. Well done on speed. The group is pleased by the Trump tweet is dealt with quickly. Yoel Roth said, let's inform stakeholders and move forward. Did you still want to do a call and skip Prager duty too? Happened already, talking to everyone involved. Going to apply the EDI now. Is there a thread already with comms? Drafting it up now. Email sent. Very well done on speed, folks. What this is all designed for and huge positive for the platform. The fuck it is. The fuck it is, bruh. Igor said with a $49.99 super chat said, Santa Fund. Thank you. And we'll count those too. We'll count those towards the Santa Fund, even though we really need the Cash App, Venmos, or PayPals because YouTube takes 1/3 of that and we're not going to see it for 45 days. That's how the YouTube super chats work. So that's why we always try to drive the donos off link. But yeah, I appreciate that, Igor. Thank you, bro. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing good. Steve Oatley, you sent a PayPal. Oh, no. Do we actually have a king? Do we have a king? Uh-oh. Is this it? Anthony, if this was your PayPal. Thank you, bud. Anthony, U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you for your service too, buddy. So Shirley is still the top queen for the day. She's the top queen for the day. The shadow ban, what did I say? The shadow ban for the election is inarguable. I agree. That would be election interference, based on the definition of election interference. Seemingly innocuous follow-ups involved a tweet from actor Real James Wood, whose ubiquitous, presence and argued over Twitter data sets is already a Twitter files in joke. Twitter is suppressing this tweet by the president. Here's a screen grab. He says, I think these guys are all working together, and that's why they're using these as tweets. Unless they all follow each other. You think they all follow everybody? James Woods was the guy in the second tweet. He was a celebrity. When they showed in the original first Twitter files, they showed the 5 tweets that were all, when you actually look at them, they're all pictures of Hunter Biden's wang or links or videos of Hunter Biden screwing people. Literally, that's what they were. And then there was a second set of deleted tweets that were reported by I forgot what it said, Biden team, I think, for the second one. And it was someone else that had Hunter Biden's dick pics. And then this guy, Real James Wood, who was also, he's actually said he's going to sue Twitter because he thinks he has the right to post Hunter Biden's penis on social media, which I don't know why any man would want to post another dude's wang. You know what I mean? I just don't know. Patches, Guns, and Knives said, it's me. Thanks, bro. James Woods is a great actor that has been canceled. Someone said, yes. I don't know anything he's ever acted in, to be honest. I only know, my only impression of James Woods, and I know he's a big conservative. I know he's very highly touted by a lot of people. I don't know him, okay? The only thing I know of him is that he tried to post a photo of Hunter Biden's naked body on social media, and then he got banned for that. And he's not banned. He's on Twitter. And it wasn't like, I think he was on Twitter. Because when I did his archive, there were tweets way long after the October 20th date, I think, is when he was banned. I don't know if I've seen James Woods movies. I probably do. And he looks familiar. I just couldn't name a movie off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? So I probably have seen his movies. I just don't know who he is. Because I looked him up because they're like, he's a celebrity when I was doing the research. After Woods angrily quote tweeted about Trump's warning label, Twitter staff in a preview of what ended up happening after January 6th despaired of a reason for action, but resolved to hit him hard in future violations, saying, considering the PV2 bugs out this week and read James Woods being so over the strike limit that our tools won't work on him, I suggest we action him for something worth the fiasco after this screenshot, since we don't have a firm policy basis for action on this account. Yep, our fine letting this one lie can hit him on a future via with firmer basis. Yeah, but who knows if they're actually talking about this? This is a fucking full day later. It's a full day later. How often does he tweet? Oh, dude, I don't want to go through all his archives just to figure it out. See, I'm someone that like, if it had the link to the video, it doesn't say that. You know what I mean? This one was at 1:28. That's AM, right? And this was sent at 10 p.m. on October 26th. So, I mean, it could be. It could be. Maybe it could be the right way. Here's the label applied to Georgia Republican Congresswoman Jody Hice for saying, say no to big tech government and mailed ballots are more prone to fraud than mail-in-person ballots. Just common sense. And they put this thing down on her tweet. Yep. I thought this was all going to be about January 6th. Come on, bro. Like, I want to hear about Donald Trump. I don't care about any of this shit. We already know they censor people. Someone said he tweets a lot, sometimes responds. Gotcha. Bum, bum, bum. James Woods was in Shark. I don't know what Shark is. Bum, bum, bum. Our general's daughter. I have no idea. Steve, according to James Woods' interview with Tucker Carlson, he was banned for quoting one of our founding fathers. Yeah, I don't know what he's banned for. Was he in Casino? Casino was a good movie. I remember Casino. James Woods was banned from Twitter like Project Veritas, President Trump, etc. I know he was banned from Twitter. He wasn't, well, I don't think he wasn't banned for a long time because he had several tweets and then he was brought back and stuff like that. James Woods was in a movie called The Specialist with Sly and Sharon Stone. I've seen that movie. I don't remember any of his thing. He's also the person who took a plane weeks or so before 9/11 and spotted the hijackers doing a test run. He alerted the FBI. Really? That's crazy. Someone said he voiced Hades in the movie Hercules. Hades. He was in Casino as well. Cool. Jaws was, oh, so he wasn't in Jaws. Was James Wood in Jaws? Because he kind of looks like the dude from Jaws. Michael Short said he's not in Jaws. Katrina said yes, he was in I read Barbara Zorbro brand. I read yours wrong. I thought you said he's something about Jewish people, but I was wrong. James Woods did not do Jaws. People are saying good. Weird. He had a pic of Hunter Biden. Yeah. Jaws was Rutger Hauer. Someone said, because we have movie aficionados in this chat. Very good. Appreciate your movie knowledge, folks. All right. So here's the label. We already read that one. Twitter teams went on about Heist only applying a soft intervention, with Roth worrying about a Wawa censorship optics backlash, saying devil's advocate, the quoted tweet, shows up with the EDI and the actual content rep Heist says is lower level, much more fraud and mail-in ballots than in person, such more legitimate statement, even if scale is still minuscule. I think I'd lean towards just putting an MIB soft intervention on this rather than the full EDI. Yoel Ross said, I agree. This Conlon person said, yeah, I was typing that. Yoel Ross said, I think it's going too far down the rabbit hole of labeling critical speech, i.e. critical of our handling of this case, is dangerous. It becomes a self-reinforcing Wawa censorship cycle. They're right. That's why you shouldn't do it. Someone said, I'm currently responding to Judicial Watch's whining to public policy. I regret nothing, but I'm happy to iterate what rules they violated. That's what happens when you censor people all the time. You're going to get people that complain about being censored. I don't know why it's that. You know what I mean? I don't know why they can't figure that out. If you're censoring people all the time and they don't want to be censored, they're going to be censored. You know what I'm saying? Shit. As a reminder, Shirley is still our top dono queen for the day. Who is going to one-up Shirley? I know there's only one or two people that are capable of doing that. One person already made a contribution today, so she's likely not going to reappear. There's probably only one or two other people that could do that. But I appreciate all of the support today, to be honest. I really do. It's much needed, as they say with an English accent. Is that English? I don't even know what accent that was. What accent would that be there? Does anyone know? I have no fucking clue. It sounded kind of English, didn't it? That's peculiar. Dang, James Woods was actually in a lot of freaking movies. Yeah, he is. Someone said it's Scottish. Yes. Scotty. Oh, shit. Oh, I just lost the page. Matt to BB. Let me make sure. Okay. Meanwhile, there are multiple instances of involving pro-Biden tweets warning Trump may try to steal the election that got surfaced only to be approved by senior executives. This one, they decide, just expresses concern that mail-in ballots might not make it on time. This is so disgusting and terrifying, said Elijah Daniel, whoever the fuck that is. They're going to try and steal the election. You have 1 week. If you haven't voted yet, don't mail, drop it off, or vote early. If you can't vote, make sure your family is. Unless they're Trump supporters, just let them forget, said this scum sucking loser face. To which they said, Huh. That's kind of interesting. Hey, team, can I get your opinion on this? It's an edge case with commentary and encouraging voters not to vote by mail. I believe we should label it. This Conlon guy said, I think that I'd not bother with labeling this one. It's still encouraging people to vote, but expresses concern that mailed ballots might not make it in time, which seems fair this close to the election. Still encouraging people to turn in their ballots in person or to vote in person. What? Let's read this tweet again. Can I do it? So this is so disgusting. They're going to try to steal the election. What the fuck? Oh, they're biased as fuck, yo. They're biased as fuck. That proves it right there. Like we didn't know. Like we didn't have enough evidence. Look, they're going to try to steal. If Donald Trump wrote that, he did write it, and he was banned all the time. Look at these dirty scoundrels. Damn, that one's going to go viral in conservative circles. Right there. That's going to go viral. Becky said we messed up and should use mail-in ballots now. Yeah, absolutely. There should be people, conservatives out there canvassing and all that. It works. It works. Look at Democrats with mail-in ballots, early voting, all that stuff. That's what everybody should be doing. Everybody. I'm still this is a long Twitter thread right now, and I'm still a little let down because this was supposed to be, I thought, more about Donald Trump. That's how they started it, and I think they got a lot of people sitting around waiting and stuff, and then they're like, haha, we got him, so let's just talk about nothing for 40 tweets. You know what I'm saying? We got to get hardcore up in here, learn the shit. If you guys want to support the channel because you rock, or even if you don't, meaning you don't want to support the channel, but you're going to anyway because you believe in that thing called peer pressure, the link to do it's right there. I made a link on puretruthcoffee.com. That's super convenient. It's got the link for Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. It's got Zelle information. Or you could just buy something on the store, buy some coffee, buy some shirts. That's where the Twitter Files shirt is. It's pretty awesome. Just search Twitter Files and you'll see it. But yeah, buy some shit, send some money if you can. We are about we're about 20% of our goal, which is super ambitious goal. I didn't think we were going to make it. But if you're feeling charitable for Christmas or something, and you want to help me buy a truck, because I'll be honest, that's what I'm going to use the money for. And if I don't make my goal, this is what I'm using the money for. You want to hear it? I'm going to put money down on or pay my wife's car off. So then we don't have a big over under. You know what I mean? Anyway, it says check with your local UPS folks to see how slow the mail is and also find out when mail-in ballots must arrive in your state. But mostly vote ASAP. Trump and his new Amy Coney Barrett SCOTUS will try to steal our votes, so our numbers have to be huge. It says steal again, guys. Like someone said, hey, team, can I get a second opinion on this one? I'm leaning towards labeling it. Not seeing a violation here. I wouldn't label it. Seems like it's encouraging people to vote, but to be realistic, that a mail-in ballot might not make it in time. Perfect. Thanks. You'll learn something. I was wondering about this part. Trump and his new Amy Coney Barrett, blah, blah, blah. They said all good. Someone said, that's understandable. Believe it's in the reference to the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on processing mail-in ballots that arrive after Election Day. Man. But see, nothing's going to happen. Like, okay, so they're proving that there was a clear and utter bias, which everyone knew. They said there was no bias, but there's clearly a bias. We see that all right here. But man, it's very, very peculiar, gotta say. It's pretty curious. Chrissy with a Cash App wants me to dress up as Santa Claus and read Christmas stories to you for 3 hours. She sent a Venmo to make that happen. Because I said, if we reach our goal, I'll do that. I'll buy a Christmas suit and I'll read you Christmas stories for 3 hours on Christmas Eve. I really will do it. I really will do it because I want to buy this truck. So I will do it. The key is I could go get the truck right now. My wife vetoed that idea because we have my car loan. We have her car loan. We got approved for another car loan. And so I could go buy the truck right now, but she wants me to get rid of her car because that's the one I drive because she broke the trunk. And I can't get rid of her car because we have negative equity in the car, about $4,000. You can roll $2,500 in, but then you have to, the difference is carried over. So with all the fees and everything, it works out to be like $4,000. So, if you guys want to see me on Christmas Eve dressed up like Santa Claus, white beard and all, reading your Christmas stories while drinking eggnog for 3 hours straight and doing a call-in show, open up your wallets, boys and girls. Who's going to beat Shirley for top dono for the night? You can. I mean, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Shirley didn't want to hold hands with Nana. She's like, I'm out of here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here's another one. In this exchange, again, unintentionally humorous, former Attorney General Eric Holder claimed the U.S. Postal Service was deliberately crippled ostensibly by the Trump administration. He was initially hit with a generic warning label, but it was quickly taken off. It's too late to use emails. Given Supreme Court rulings, I urge everyone now to vote in person. Early vote or use drop boxes. Protect your health, but don't let the court and the deliberately crippled Postal Service deprive you of your most precious civil right, plan your vote. To which then they write, Yoel said, hey folks, can we reverse the label on this tweet? Everything in it is factually accurate. Working on reversing it now. I've removed the moment label. I'm still trying to remove the EDI, which he says excellent. So again, they're showing that what they're doing now is they're showing a clear bias. That's what they're showing. And rightfully so. We knew there was a clear bias anyway. This is kind of the proof. It's going to make people question it. Later in November 2020, Roth asked if staff had a debunk moment on the Smartmatic vote counting stories, which this DHS contacts told him were a combination of about 47 conspiracy theories. Saying, hi there, me again. Do we have a debunk moment on the Smartmatic vote counting conspiracies? DHS referred to it on a call today as sadly not public, meaning the call, as a combination of about 47 different conspiracy theories. So hopefully there's stuff out there. Interesting. So he's still meeting with the old DHS, who's, in all reality, it seems like Twitter was an arm of our intelligence system. Do you know what I mean? That's what it seems to me. That's what it seems to me. Katniss said, okay, number 4, I think I'm done. Are you drinking, Katniss? Mellow out, bro me. Someone said we need to see some Antifa tears and Steve playing polka music. Yeah, those are the good old days. What time's that thing go tomorrow when it's supposed to get all cray? There's probably not going to be enough live feeds out there in California. And my son's got his belt ceremony tomorrow morning. So we got to go to that. He becomes a green belt, which is the 3rd belt, I think, in their little gimmicky martial arts thing that we pay too much money for, But it works for him. He's like keeping his shit cool and calm and collected. Someone said, what's happening in California? I don't know. There's some trans story time hour thing, and people are going to go protest it. It's likely going to be violent. That's my guess. Rightfully so. I mean, not rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Was that a quick enough save there? On December 10th, as Trump was in the middle of firing off 25 tweets saying things like a coup is taking place in front of our eyes, Twitter executive announced a new L3 de-amplification tool. This step meant a warning label now could also come with de-amplification. Saying, hello, everyone. I wanted to give you an update on some of our enforcement options for tweets containing civic misinformation that we've seen. I've decided that it's been decided that tweets that we've manually reviewed and determined need a label will now be subject to L3 de-amplification, further restricting the extent to which the tweet could be shared. The current batch of entity IDs will soon be used for automated labeling work, but I've created a new batch of entity IDs for the labels that we've been using for most during the past couple of weeks. Labels that we've only rarely used or have been depreciated already haven't gotten an L3 update. There's a moment when we need the L3 version for one of those labels. Please flag it to Matt Graydon. Why does that name sound familiar? M. Graydon. Sounds familiar. To find the new L3 entity IDs, please look at L3 US 2020, 11th December, Lab. Huh. God, why does his name sound familiar? Some executives wanted to use a new de-amplification tool to silently limit Trump's reach more than right away, beginning with the following tweet. And I'm assuming they're going to provide proof of that. So this is right after the election, right? December 10th. This tweet was December 10th. So what day was this released? December 11th. What? How's that work? Oh, they want to tweet the one before. Yeah, didn't they blurred out the date here? What the fuck? Oh, that's fishy as fuck, bro. They said on December 10th, as Trump was in the middle of firing off 25 tweets. But why would it be in a file with the next date? Why would it be in a file with this, guys? I don't want to do this conspiracy theory shit, but it seems like they're, doesn't it? Why would it be in a file dated with the date future? The 11th of December update tab in Civic Integrity Unit. And then this tweet was December 10th at 11:47. This tweet was at 10:54. I'm calling bullshit. They gotta stop redacting shit if they want to be transparent. Because otherwise I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Why are they blurring out the date? Do you know what I'm saying? Why are they blurring out the date? You know what I'm saying? When I was mentioning conspiracy, I meant because like people are gonna take this and say, why do you fucking blur out the date? That doesn't make, just like I did. Why did you blur out the date? That shit doesn't. Anyone have an idea of why they blurred out the date? Does that make any sense? Hell no, it doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck they blur out the date? Shit. It's sus, said have a good night. Yes. Sky said most effing conspiracies are real. So real people refuse to believe it. My tinfoil hat is platinum, has said. 2054 is 8:45, not 10 p.m. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's fucking been a long day, okay? But I'm here for you. Like, you could see it in my eyes. In the beginning of the show, I had energy like a mofo, didn't I? I was dancing and stuff. However, in the end, the team had to use the older, less aggressive labeling tools at least for a day until the L3 entities went live the following morning. Thanks. Should enforcement with the new entities start now, or should it wait until the policy officially goes live tomorrow morning? Good point. Let's start enforcement tomorrow morning, Pacific Standard Time. That'll save the AppPack crew from having to do it, and the Dublin office will only have to change things towards the end of the day. And then he said, this is a generic fraud claim. If okay, I can confirm to use the new entity ID. And they said, hi, let's use the old one for generic fraud claims. We won't use the L3 entities until tomorrow morning, San Francisco time. Copy that, they said. All right, well, that's fucking boring. The significance is that it shows that Twitter in 2020 at least was deploying a vast range of visible and invisible tools to rein in Trump's engagement long before January 6th. The ban will come after other avenues are exhausted. Now, do you think Donald Trump could actually make a case because he was a presidential candidate and they were, you know what I mean? Even though he's sitting president, let alone the fact that he was sitting president, he was a presidential candidate and social media was literally censoring him. Like, and now he has concrete proof that was occurring. Don't you think he could sue them because don't they have an obligation? I thought there was some sort of rule making that they couldn't. It's like a TV, they fall under the broadcasting rules that like a TV company can't refuse to air a political candidate's ads and stuff like that. Doesn't that do the same thing on social media? And if it doesn't, well, that's a big thing. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. That would be considered election interference. Wouldn't you concur? Yeah, wouldn't you concur? Sue in DC, good luck. You wouldn't sue in DC, salty soldier. You'd sue in California. That's where Twitter's from. Come on, bro. California is not much better than DC. But come on, you got to know the law, bro. You got to know the law. You got to sue in the jurisdiction. It's in their use. Like if you wanted to sue them, you got to sue them in California. Unless you're suing for a lot of money, it's federal court, but it would be in like San Francisco district, federal court, whatever that is. Ninth circuit, I think, something like that. I agree, but could he sue the old Twitter? No, you sue the new one. Elon Musk has got a fuck ton of money. Elon Musk bought all their debt and liability. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump owns True Social, Twitter's competitor. You know what I'm saying there? Donald Trump sues Twitter for $5 billion. He would pay, you couldn't, I mean, he wouldn't get a fair fucking jury anywhere in this country. But damn, bro, that's how I would do. That's what I would do right now. I'd be suing everybody if I was Donald Trump. Dude's got money like gravy. Like everyone that writes something stupid on social media, I'd be filing a request to go sue him. Fuck yeah. I'd go after everybody. Everybody in the club getting tipsy if I was Donald Trump. Just like Katniss. See what I'm saying? Oh, boy. Speaking of which, if you want to support the show because you rock, you could do so. If you want to buy one of the coolest fucking shirts ever, check this out. Boom, Twitter Files hoodie. This shit's only like what? 35 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. 35 bucks. 35 bucks for a hoodie. That price is wrong. I got to change it. Who's going to buy it before I change that price? That's too cheap. Look at all the colors. Look, we got Carolina blue. Ooh, that's like Twitter blue right there. We got dark chocolate right there. Looks like black though. We got light blue. Yep. Military green. You want to wear a military green hoodie? Hell yeah. I should buy that one. I kind of like that one. Royal blue. That's like a Twitter blue. Look at that dark heather. Come on, man. Who's going to go buy this? You want the link? You guys want the link. I'll put the link in the chat. Stand by. Let's get a rush on that hoodie right now. It's only 35 bucks. Let's do it. Who's going to be the first one? Who ain't scared? Hold on. Let me find out. You know what? I'm having fun. that's the only thing. You guys may be like, Steve, shut the fuck up. But I'm actually having quite a bit of fun being a goofball tonight. We need some levity. I got that levity right here. Bam, 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 bam. Links in the chat. Let's go. Everybody go and buy one right now. Every single one. If everyone buys one, we reached our goal and I'll be dressing up as Santa. Let's go. Steve, Truth Social just posted that Trump was censored by Twitter. Yes. God, he should post it on Twitter. In Twitter docs, frequently refer to bots, e.g., let's put a bot on that. A bot is just any automated heuristic moderation rule. It could be anything. Every time a person in Brazil uses green and blob in the same sentence, the action might be taken. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, but did they put that in there? I got to be patient. I know. I don't want to be patient, though. I want to be like, tell us the truth, you know? Tell us the truth. We only have, dude, there's 550 of you watching right now. 550. Don't you want to buy the Twitter Files t-shirt or hoodie? We got t-shirts too. The hoodie's only $10 more. Bro, get over there. Get over there. Buy the hoodie. Give it to someone for Christmas. It'll ship quick as shit. Let's go. Go buy a hoodie. Katniss said I had to go back and hear what Steve Oatley said about me. He wasn't wrong. Yeah. Have you seen the new boxing thing coming? Fighters on ice dressed like hockey players on ice. That's been around a long time, hasn't it? Or is it like going to be on TV? That's stupid if it is. Well, they don't really fight in hockey anymore, so what the fuck, right? Maybe that's still good. Facebook was doing it also, yes. Annie Navarre said, Steve, I really appreciate everything you do, and I would love to support you, but my income is not enough to even support me. Well, you're doing a fine job just being here and interacting with the chat. That's as good too. If you can't afford it, you know, that's fine. If you can, though, and you could do what some other people do. If you can afford it, buy two. One for the person who can't. You know what I mean? Support the show. You know what I mean? That's why, like, our daily donator, I don't want to say her name. She doesn't want me saying her name anymore. But our daily donor, that donates every single day. I believe that's why she does it, because she understands people just don't have that luxury, So she may not. I don't even know what her situation is, but she probably understands that not everyone could do it. So in this instance, it appears moderation added a bot for a Trump claim made on Breitbart. The bot ends up becoming an automated tool, invisibly watching both Trump and apparently Breitbart. Will add media ID to bot. Trump by January 6th was quickly covered in bots. Wait, so are they insinuating that this is a bot? It's clearly a person. Why would he be reporting to a bot? Oh, where it says, I will also add media ID to bot. No, so they're using a bot to watch what people are saying. That's what they're doing. Obviously, you think they got people watching 5 million Twitter accounts that are tweeting every minute? Come on, bro. Come on. Of course they're using bots. You guys knew that. They're not saying that they're using bots to ban people. They're using bots to flag people. Someone said it's too cold for a hoodie. You need a coat. Well, we don't have coats. Buy a hoodie. Come on, guys, go. I'm just serious. I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Oh shit. I already had it pasted right here. Here it is in the chat. You know where? I wear a sweatshirt every day. I'm gonna buy one of the Twitter Files one. I wonder if I can get it sent to me by not tomorrow. What if the bots go on strike? What, like the New York Times writers? Wouldn't that be glorious? I wonder if the New York Times actually published any articles today. I didn't pay attention. There's no way to follow a frenzied exchanges among Twitter personnel from between January 6th and 8th without knowing the basics of the company's vast lexicon of acronyms and Orwellian unwords. I see what they did there. To bounce an account means to put in timeout, usually for a 12-hour cool off. Gave heads up to folks, given another few minutes and proceed with bouncing, Yoel Roth said. Give a heads up to folks, given another few minutes and proceed with bouncing. Why would they give it more few minutes before doing it? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Steve, can you post a link to the hoodies? Want to give it a serious look? Yeah, right there, bro. Right there. There's the link, homie. Go buy one. Buy 7. Give them to your friends for Christmas. Like most of you guys probably know 10 adults, right? Right? You probably know 10 adults. So buy 10 of them and give them to your friends for Christmas. It's when you do that, it's like giving me a $10 like Cash App or Venmo for each hoodie. Because I think I'm making $8 or $9 per hoodie. But I kept the prices low because you guys always want the low prices. And that's only got print on the front. Doesn't have print anywhere else. So it's actually pretty low. Pretty low. So get her done, bro. Get in there. We got 12 of you on the website right now. I know we got one. Let me give a shout out to the one who ordered the hoodie. Let's go. Who was that? Who was that? Kimberly? Did you buy a hoodie? Or you buy something else? Let me see. No, you bought that hoodie. Yeah, Kimberly. Shout out to you. You're the real one, Kimberly. Hell yeah. Someone said never got a 12-minute timeout. Did I say 12 minutes or 12 hours? Whatever. Interstitial, one of many nouns used as a verb in Twitter speak. Deniest is another. Means placing a physical label atop a tweet so it can't be seen. Interesting. That's interesting. I don't care who you are right there. If you don't think that's interesting, you're inhuman. Oh, what is this? Oh, someone like freaked me out because I thought someone else was the top dono, and but I didn't see it. And I will check to the person that wanted me to check Zelle. I will check. I don't have like a push noto for that. Bum 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 la dee dee la da da. Let me make sure this isn't a refreshing one. So this says P2 has multiple meanings. It has multiple meanings. Yes, I did. The Zelle does work. Yes, thank you. Why, you said a big one? Is that what's going on? You want to do just direct bank to bank right there? Does someone want to see me dressed up as Santa reading Christmas stories for 3 hours? Is that what's going on here? Holy shit, I just got excited. She's probably like, no. All right. All right. So this one said P has multiple meetings, one being public interest, interstitial, whatever that word is. Covering label applied for public interest reasons. The post below also references proactive V, proactive visibility filtering.
Keep being awesome. Everyone with ya also.
Everyone with ya. Yeah. Yeah, I will keep being awesome. There's no other way to be, is it? So, Sky, I said that if I make my incredibly ambitious goal, of which I'm like close to 25% of, if I make my incredibly ambitious goal of $4,000, I think we're under 25%. We're pretty damn close though. $4,000 today, I am going to dress up as Santa Claus, full beard and everything, for 3 hours reading Christmas stories on New Year's Eve or on Christmas Eve to all of you. And I'll even do a call-in show because I want to buy a truck and I have to pay off, or I have to bring the negative equity in my wife's car down, so I have to make a down payment. So because I need to trade in her car, and she gave me the okay too. The wife never gives me the okay. Boom, boom, boom. We see, is there another one? This project was preposterous, yet its leaders were unable to see this, having become infected with groupthink, and coming to believe sincerely what was Twitter's responsibility to control as much as possible what people could talk about, how often, and to whom. The firms, they're skipping. Oh, so that must be 6. The firm's executives on day one of the January 6th crisis at least tried to pay lip service to its dizzying array of rules. By day 2, they began wavering. By day 3, a million rules were reduced to 1. What we say goes. So is that it with the Donald Trump shit leading up to January 6th? He's supposed to cover it. If he doesn't cover it, I swear I'm going to be pissed, bro. I'm going to be pissed. He better cover it. You know what I'm saying? He better cover it. Robert with a $5 super chat on YouTube. Thanks, dudes. Thanks, homie. Appreciado. It's very appreciado. Like it's like a mochato. Mochiato. I don't know what I'm talking about. Another KP flyer on Steve's lap dressed as an elf.
Well, Snickers, let's go.
Well, Snickers, let's go. Yeah. That's a big ambitious goal. I don't know. I don't quite think we're going to make it. I don't quite think that would be ambitious as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'd dig it though if we could. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what's going on. I'm missing. My phone is being stupid, so it's not updating the page. All right. When panic first breaks out on January 6th, there's a fair share of what the F type posts mixed in with frantic calls for Twitter to start deploying its full arsenal of moderation tools. What is the right remediation? Do we interstitial the video? One employee asks in despair. And it says, in this case, the media hasn't been flagged to safety yet. Video of a person being shot in Capitol Hill. I mean, rightfully so. Well, interstitial means that you can't view it, right? Or that just puts a graphic warning. Because that should just have a graphic warning. I don't think it should have anything else, right? Right? I don't know. That's all I'm saying right there. Someone was asking about the Twitter Files or the Twitter Files hoodie, but I was busy. Here's the link for it. So you can go buy that hoodie. It's super dope. It's a super cool hoodie. You should wear it. It'll keep you warm. Because that's what hoodies do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm saying. Oh man, I was gonna try to stay up live, out here for live on patrol and all that. I don't think that's happening today. Like even people are getting tired of like listening to this. This is 57. How long have I been live? 2 hours. They've been releasing this shit for 2 hours. Oh my god. Oh my god. I make that sound effect pretty good, don't I? Like that's pretty on point. Oh my god. This freedom or death tweet from Stop the Steal, Gadfly Mike Cordry Alex heated reactions. Today is one of the most important days in our nation's history. We cannot allow a global hegemony to take over this country through fraudulent means. What happens today determines our next 100 years of our country, freedom or death. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That's a stupid comment. And that was after the riot was I believe the riot was declared on January 6th at that time. That's stupid. When you say freedom or death like that, what happens today determines the next 100 years of our economy. Like maybe he was, or the next 100 years of our country. Maybe he's trying to make the argument like what is certifying the election the way they were doing it. But then again, I mean, anyone who's watching for the first time that doesn't know my position on January 6th, the people that stormed into the Capitol through broken windows and assaulted police officers are all criminals. The people that were let in through open doors, they're not criminals. Okay, it's just plain as day. But the riot on January 6th did not benefit Trump. There is no way he would have did it because it didn't benefit him. Patricia said, do I still take Discover when I didn't see it when I tried to buy a sweatshirt? Yeah, just type in your Discover card. It should automatically do it. You know what I'm saying? Katniss said, sorry, I fell behind the stream because I was laughing so hard. You're back now. Okay. What he's saying, January 6th will certify the Democrats hold power for the next 100 years. Oh, is that what he's saying? Roth groans about Cordray, this asshole, but still seems to determine to stick at least superficially to rules, aching to act if this constitute incitements. This asshole, he wrote, oh God, he's on his last strike for 3 different policies. If this constitutes incitement, I will PS him. I mean, like, I'll be honest, I wouldn't tweet that shit. Not when there's a riot going on in our nation's capital. I wouldn't have tweeted that shit. And keep in mind, this is when the riot was already taking place. This is at 2:00 in the afternoon. Donald Trump was speaking at 1. He was completed by just before 2, I believe. So this is when the riot, we were already live streaming. This is probably about the time where I couldn't do it anymore. And I ended my live stream. How many of you guys remember that? Because I was so disgusted with what I was seeing. I couldn't cover it anymore. And I ended my live stream. I couldn't do it anymore. And just couldn't cover it because those people weren't patriots that were beating up cops and doing that shit. That's not patriotic. It groans. So here's another one at 2:39 Pacific Standard Time. Oh wait, this is Pacific Standard Time too, right? So this would have been 5:00 on the East Coast. The comms official asked Roth to confirm or deny a story. They've been restricted on Trump's ability to tweet. Roth says, we have not. Saying, I appreciate your hard work all day. We've heard from a reporter that they have a trusted source telling them that we've restricted Trump's ability to tweet. Sorry, this is an annoying request, but wanted to chase it down with you before starting an email chain. We have not, he said. Didn't they? Or it was at 6:00, but they were restricting all of his tweets at that point. So you got to think that's 5:39 p.m. on their time, right? That was 5:39 their time. Yeah, the longtime viewers all remember that day. They all remember January 6th when we were all watching it. We watched it live. I couldn't stomach it anymore. I was disgusted because it's not patriotic to go and punch cops. No matter I don't think it would, even if you're in self-defense, I still don't like it. Still just makes me want to vomit a little bit. You know what I mean? And trust me, I understand. I understand what happened. I watched Roseanne Boylan being beaten with a nightstick while she was unconscious. I watched all of that happen, because I ended my live stream. I didn't stop watching. I had to talk about it. 60 minutes later, Roth executed his historic act of bouncing Trump, i.e., putting him in a timeout. I hope you are appropriately corpsect, said a colleague. So that, man, they skip so much fucking shit. So they're already up to, what time is this? So this is 8:05 p.m. on the East Coast, based on these timestamps. 8:05 p.m. on the East Coast. So they just skipped all January 6th. They were bouncing and shutting everything down. They, that whole day, any tweets, they were banning tweets left and right. That would have been interesting to actually find out all of the different moderating and shit that they were doing on that platform that day. Not this truncated version of this. And for them to say they're going to release all these documents wholly, like they're not going to. You know what I mean? They're not going to. These tweets prove the election was stolen. This is more to come as proof. I would definitely say the beginning tweets that were referenced here were election interference. That it was with 100%, because they were literally censoring a presidential candidate and making it so his voice, his words were not able to be seen. Someone said, if someone gets to your goal, can they have stock in your coffee shop? Maybe that's what you should offer, the total amount. If someone gets to the goal, can they have stock? I can't say that on social media. No, I can't say. Plus it's me. It's not the company. I can't give away company stock. You know what I mean? Can't. And plus, I can't advertise that on social media. That's like a SEC violation, I think. So. But there will be a time in the very near future, probably the next 6 months, where we will do a CF race. The company is set up so that we can do it. The theme of the policy perhaps being stressed by queries from communications executives who themselves had to answer the public's questions occasionally appears. 2 days later, you can see chatter pulling comms out of the loop. Said, we are already getting questions about conspiracy theories in our enforcement process all the time, not a wait and see thing. Let's talk about that, but we need to hammer that out ahead of the emergency and evolving situation. Respectfully, it needs to be your team doing so holistically. I don't think it's wise to reach out to comms folks proactively on this, is what that tweet said. Someone said Corp versus LLC. Yeah, we're a corporation. You know what we're doing. Someone said, I wonder where Sullivan and JDX are. We did it. Remember that video? Yeah. Sullivan's still in Utah. He's still in Utah. I have to pay my Pacer bill, so I'm shut off from it for a little bit. Summer Sim said, bought 2 coffee boxes from you. Loved all my shirts, hoodies, mugs, and coffee, worth every penny. Thank you. Thank you. Someone said 305. What do you mean? Are you talking about this? No, this 1505 would be 5. Oh, yeah, that would be 505 because that's 3. So that'd be 505 on the East Coast when they labeled. So this was the video that he did, right? This one was the video that Donald Trump made, I believe. I don't know. No, because didn't he make that video? No, he did that during the day. So that would have been the video where he said, please leave and all that stuff. The video was only up for seconds. Only up for seconds before they deleted it. You know? The first company-wide email from GAD on January 6th announced that 3 Trump tweets have been bounced, but more importantly, signaled a determination to use legit violations as a guide for any possible permanent suspensions, saying, hi, team, an update on the actions we're taking as a result of what's happening in D.C. today. We have bounced 3 tweets from real Donald Trump on the 6th of January for making unfounded claims of voter fraud and election theft, which must be viewed in the context of the violence in Washington, D.C. today, and reasonably can be expected to continue to incite and inspire violent acts around the country. We are requiring 12-hour timeout following the removal of these tweets. We also have tweeted so there's transparency in our actions, making it clear that future violations of Twitter rules will result in permanent suspension. So they broke ranks again. Because remember, in the earlier tweets, it said that they view it's a tweet on tweet. It's not, normally they don't break context. But they've already been doing that with Donald Trump for months. So that's interesting. You know, it's not interesting. It's fucking sad, dude. He was the president of the United States, and the guy, they shut him up. And then they vilified him and attacked him for months and months, saying he never said anything because they were censoring his fucking tweets. You know what I mean? Blue Line Defense, I did get your emails. You were one of the reasons why I made the coffee change and brought back Pure Truth coffee. So if you don't hear from me in about another week, send me an email again. I did get your email. I have a horrible habit of not replying to emails, but I did get your email and I'm interested, which is why one of the reasons why I've swapped, everything over. In terms of like wholesale pricing, though, we're limited in what we can do. It would just be like a couple of dollars difference. I can't imagine that your current fulfiller is any different than that. But yeah, I'm definitely interested. And what the actual fucks? Safe to say, Trump's "Go home with love and peace" tweet mid riot didn't go over well. This was his tweet, and this was their response. Patrick said, "What the actual F? Can this go to staff too? I'm labeling this now. Yes. Sorry, I actually got emotionally angry at seeing that. Turns out I'm not a full rub out. Who knew? Gut wrenching. He's a horrible human being," they said. How? He's telling him to go home. He's like, yeah, well, this part. Fucking remember this thing. I'll be honest. Like the guy should have never been able to tweet. He was a horrible tweeter. Like, these are things and events that happen when a sacred landslide victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots badly and untreated for so long. Go home and love it. This is him essentially. I'll stop. This was a stupid fucking tweet. I'll say that. Okay, there you go. This was a stupid fucking tweet. You should have just said, "Go home." That's it. Just go home. None of the other stuff. None of the other stuff. I don't know why he would have possibly tweeted that, to be completely honest with you. That tweet caught me off guard that day as well. Someone said it was his personal page, not his POTUS page. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. None of that shit matters. You know what I mean? None of that shit matters. Who's gonna buy the Twitter files? Sure. Wet shirt. We have a t-shirt too. Just in case you didn't know, you could buy that shit too if you want. Nanner said, "I am too," right after buying 5 bags. But I hated his tweets. I really did. I hated his tweets. Most of you guys know. Most of the longtime viewers know that. Because here's the reality. If he was never tweeting, you know what would have happened? Mainstream media would have had to cover what he actually did when he was in the White House. And he probably would have, we wouldn't have had any of the shit that happened in 2020. Like, straight up. I hated when he tweeted. Because almost everything he tweeted could be taken out of context to mean something different. Everything. Because he tweets out like this. I hated how he tweeted. I maintained that since even before he got elected. What do you got for us folks that don't drink coffee? Well, Craig, I'll tell you what we got. Nothing. You could buy a muffin when you come into the coffee shops because we will have muffins. We may even have scones for you. Yeah. We got hoodies, t-shirts, we got mugs, we got Patriot boxes. Have you seen the new patriotic as fuck bundle, bruh? That shit is dope. 2 t-shirts, stickers, fiery but peaceful coffee, brand new roast, never been available before, and you can only get it through that box. It's going to be a hot cinnamon candy coffee. Oh, shit, that sounds dope, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And a bunch of other stuff. And all delivered in a 30 caliber surplus ammo can. No fucking paninis, though. They seriously well, you're not going to be cooking paninis? They didn't say that to me. I would have been like, get out of my store. But, let's see, is there a new one? Nope, no new one yet. We could send pre-made cannolis from the pizza shop. Yeah, you're not close though, are you? Plus, they'd probably go. Like, here's the thing: I'm opening this store in a town of 5,000 people. I'll see a little rush in the beginning. I'll probably see a little rush in the beginning, but then there's not going to be. You know, the goal is to get the first one going, and then the next one, you know, will be dope. And then the next one after that will be dope. Live on Patrol is starting right now. It's early, isn't it? Why would they be starting right now? This is too early. It's too early. Why would they start at 8, not 9? Boom, 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 boom. Is it snowing out there? Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, I'm trying to see if they're actually live or if you guys just lied to me. Oh, they are live. I wonder if they're running tests because it's just a black screen. So I wonder if they're doing tests because that's early. Someone said, I want to order the January box. I really do. I probably will, but hope it doesn't sell out prior to. What? The Patriot as fuck box? That's not going to sell out. Didn't you hear? So what I'm doing, the Patriotic as F box is not going to sell out. It's going to be there permanently, and I'm just going to rotate all the stock. So we'll have different shirts. We'll have different items in the boxes. So if you buy one in the middle of December, you will not get the same box in the middle of January. You know what I mean? Because we're just going to rotate stock out. And that way there's no confusion for anybody or anything like that. And I'll put like what I aim to do with going forward is I'm going to take pictures of the contents of the boxes, or at least the t-shirts before. So someone said, is this hat available? You want to rock it? It's not, but I'll make it available eventually. I got to order these. Actually, I bet I could get these through our new printer. Our new printer is pretty fucking awesome. So I bet I can get them to embroider this one. So yeah, it appears Live on Patrol is live. I'm surprised because I didn't think they were actually going to be on today. Or I didn't think they were going to be on this early. I thought they always start later. Is this it? Are they done with the Twitter files? Are they done with the Twitter files? Uh-oh, someone just passed the cop. Someone just passed him. You guys want to watch that in a separate screen? Because I could do that on the bottom of the screen. Hold on, let me do that. Boom, boom. A mystery box is super cool. Yep. Yeah, if you guys want to see that, because we also have a trucker t-shirt bundle, which is $10 for every bundle goes to charity. That's also on this site. I'll put the link in the chat, and then you guys could just navigate, look at bundles on the top. That's where they are. And even though that's a donate page, just click on bundles, and you could buy one. My leg was itching. But the t-shirt bundles, if you need them, the t-shirt bundles, if you need them relatively quick, possibly before Christmas, and you don't care about not getting the stickers, I'm waiting on the stickers. But I know a couple of people were like, hey, can you send the bundles quicker? Our driver is going to be home for Christmas. So if that's the case, just send me an email and say, hey, I don't care about the stickers. Send me the shirts, and I'll throw the shirts out now through the printer and have those sent out. But I have to wait for the stickers to come because that printer can't do stickers. Elon started a Twitter space. I don't even fucking care. I'm not going to do the Twitter space. Is this done though, you think? Normally he says like goodbye or something. Elon started a Twitter space. I don't want to listen to that shit. Did any of you guys even have fun with that Twitter space the other day? I didn't have fun with that. I thought that was boring as fuck. All right. Let me get this going on the other side because we're high tech here, so we have the capabilities of doing some pretty cool stuff once I figure out how to do it. So we can do a screen grab, like see this? Oh God. And then I got to catch this one, and then we're going to go, not this, we're going to go this one. Boom. Check that out. See what I'm doing here? And then I go like this. Like come on. Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm doing? And then we can watch Live on Patrol while we're waiting to see what happens with this mess. Right. Look, this is high tech shit right here. Like, how many of you guys know? How many of you guys can do that? Right. Like, isn't that, where do I put it? Here, let me, I got to unlock my face. Hold on. There, let me move me up there and we'll make this a little bit smaller. We'll put it right there. Look at that. It's like the riot days back up in here. Except the audio is not fed in, so I can't play the audio through that. But once this is, oh, here we go. Last few notes about January 6th. Roth at one point looked and found Trump had a slew of duplicate bot applications. Seeing a ton of duplicate enrollments on it. He says, so it doesn't, you can't zoom in and see anything. So I don't even know what the fuck this means. Duplicate bot enrollments on real Donald Trump. So what, they were botting him? I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Someone said, I use OBS. I don't think I can do that with the border. Yeah, I'm not using OBS. So, here, watch. I'll show you. It's pretty cool. I'll show you the setup just in case you're curious. Bear with me. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, wait for it. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but watch. So, this is a backup camera, right? Obviously, I've got this camera, and I don't need the headphones. But what I'm doing is I'm running software on the Mac, which is running, and then I have an ATEM controller here, which is picking up this. Oh, gosh. Oh, shit. I almost just dropped this fucking camera. This is expensive, so I don't want to do that. It's picking up that computer, which is running back into the ATEM. And then the sound is running from there.
Ain't much but put towards the wifey and kids. Lol.
All of the internet, because it's all directly hardwired right there. This runs. So when I'm doing the live stream, you see on the side here, this is the chat that I'm interacting to. That's essentially the whole reason I use this software. Everything else is pretty cool, but the reason I use it is because this chat is pop up and I could do a bunch of stuff. Like you could see the Cash App, and then this computer is touchscreen, so I can zoom around and do all that stuff. And we have some new tweets, as I'll show you. And then I could switch back to this on the main one by pressing that button. Boom. See? It's a pretty cool setup. I should do this camera angle more, shouldn't I? Like, you know, just so you guys could see when I'm like, you know, whatever. Anyway, so he's tweeting out a little bit quicker now. He said, by the end of the first day, the top execs are still trying to amplify rules. By the next day, they will contemplate a major change in approach. Watch Schellenberger this weekend for play-by-play on how all that went down. By January 8th, watch which Barry Weiss will describe on Sunday. Twitter will be receiving plaudits from our partners in Washington, and the sitting U.S. president will no longer be heard on the platform. So that's interesting. If you're into that interesting stuff. Erica with a Venmo. Thank you so much. But yeah, the setup's pretty dope, right? You know, someone said, yeah, the streams in back gets nuts. But yeah. Craig asked if we've ever watched TW Lives. Yeah, we know all about TW. He's a big fan of our show. So yeah, for all you guys that are curious on what I've spent all the money that I've made during doing this stuff, it's all on this equipment. You know, so like this computer costs more than it should, and then over here, that's where I work all day long on that computer. So that one is an Alienware Aurora, which is under the desk, and then I've got all the coffee and stuff. But this computer is I literally just do the show here. I don't do anything else. Just the show right here. It's pulling on it for some reason, but. That is kind of a good view, and the camera works really well when the lighting's going. But then again, the camera is not a cheapo. It's a Canon XA15. So it's a really good camera, but it's kind of cool to see it like this and see all the lights. This switcher does so much more than just like switch between the things like that. What I would like to be able to do, and I can't because I'm using like this main camera that you see on like this camera, which is a really good one. Believe it or not, that is the iPad camera. The iPad camera is that good. you know, that's why I like using it because it's such a clear, good camera. This one is a little bit more finicky, so it's hard to get it in picture. It's hard to get it in focus and shit like that sometimes. And then this is a Stream Deck, so this switches like all the like if I press this button, it'll switch back to this one or then go back. It can do my transitions, exit music. It can do other stuff. It could turn off my lights. See, just by pressing those. It tells me how many viewers I have watching. That's how I can always tell. I can hide comments, like if I had a comment up. And these are all programmable. You could do whatever. So yeah, that's the setup. I don't have this on power though. It's just running off the battery. So I try to keep the battery good. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and switch back over here. But yeah, so now you guys got to see it. I know some people like to see it. And maybe one day I'll make like a whole walkthrough on it. But you know, we had all those other cameras and stuff that we just didn't use. And to be honest, the XA or the Sony ZV-1 that I had was a great camera. That's the one I started with. That was a really, really, really great camera. I just stopped using it though. Once I got this thing, because that does stills, it does everything. I stopped using the Sony ZV-1s, which is why we gave it away to a viewer. And the Canon T8i wasn't a good camera for what I'm doing because it shuts off and stuff. Someone said, lastly, people on the left, right, and in between want to know what else is in the Twitter files, from suppress and shadow banning the leftists to lab leak theorists or amplification of military propaganda or conservative accounts. We know everyone has questions. And while we stumbled on tidbits here and there about topics ranging from COVID to foreign policy, the reality is the data sets are enormous and we're still working through them. More is coming. Good night, all. So that's the end of the Twitter files. Craig said, do I use a Stream Deck? Yeah, I showed you. Katniss said, if it's okay, I absolutely want it by December box to be in by Christmas. Don't yell at me. I already said, wait, what? It's okay if it won't. I absolutely want. But the December box will not be in by Christmas. Which one? Are you talking about the Christmas box? That will. I'm just waiting on the t-shirts. I could have showed you. All the other shit's already on the table. This weekend, I'm coming in on Sunday and we're making, well, actually, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then my wife and all my kids and everybody, we're all working in the store on Sunday trying to get it ready. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be packing all the stockings because I'm waiting on the shirts. I can't do anything until the shirts come. So let me put On Patrol over on this big one and we'll stay for a little bit. I'm not going to stay super late because I don't want to. And I'm a little fatigued. But we'll watch some On Patrol live right now. Check it out, you know. Check it out, Funk So Rubbo, you know. Oh, fuck. Where's my sound? I don't have anything muted, so unless the sound is down. Headphones? Nope, it's good. And you guys don't have it. All right, so let me do this. Bam.
A lot of really good comments. Samantha from Red Wing. A couple nicknames are coming in for me, so that's very flattering, very nice. Steve from Florida. We're at 68 degrees versus
so I don't
31
need this.
here
I can
right
get
now.
Rid of that now. Move this bad boy back down.
So a little
here.
bit in the control room. We've got the streams going for all the cameras out there with the iPhones and the duct tape, so pretty easy. Computer-aided dispatch here so we can see the calls that are going on. Same thing behind me is all the active calls across the county right now for the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, St. Paul Police, the suburban agencies, Maplewood, Roseville, North St. Paul, and so on. And so, you know, we're sitting here at about 7:30 p.m. Again, a lot of very nice comments from Mark. Bill wishing everyone to be safe. He's watching from Alexandria, Minnesota. Ray is wishing everyone happy holidays.
They're doing this all with iPads and SRT, which is pretty
And
interesting.
a picture for who I am, which is very flattering. I know there was a comment earlier about my beard, so thank you very much. You know, I try and rival Alex Beard as best I can, so hopefully we're successful in that endeavor. But that's what the control room looks like. A couple radios to monitor also what's going on with our team out there in the field. And I think we're going to head back to the sheriff now. So
I wonder if they
with
got
that
the
15
transition
second
faster.
delay he mentioned, we'll be
Well, I don't know what happened there. They should be able to fix that delay better. You know what they probably could do? Well, maybe not. I don't know. But he's got his mic off. That's why you don't hear anything. Anyway, this is Live on Patrol. This is this guy that's in this car right here. This is Bob, Sheriff Bob Fletcher. He is the sheriff for Ramsey County, Minnesota. He is the head honcho. So he decided, for transparency and for community policing,
sorry about that, we were on mute,
that he was going to create a live streaming channel. And I remember when he started going live, you guys remember that too, because we got him a shite ton of viewers. And all the viewers used to go in his chat and say, yeet, yeet, Steve is streaming you. At that time, I think it was PT. So he's like, PT News is streaming you, PT News. And he used to give a shout out. That was a long time ago. But since then, he's far exceeded us. He's got, you know, tens of thousands of people that watch him every night. He's got 210,000 subscribers. Fucking dude, you know, just from driving around. And he doesn't even take the camera out of the car to like go to the calls or anything. But he just goes and now he's ended up like kind of doing the live PD type of thing. So he's running multiple cameras in his cruisers because, again, he's the boss, you know. So he's got his law enforcement officers, his deputy sheriffs out there running iPhones and duct tape and all that stuff in, and they're sending the signal through SRT into OBS, which is pulling it, and then they're controlling it from that guy there at the thing, kind of doing like a live on patrol thing. It's something very similar to what we've always talked about doing. And I'll be honest, I've reached out to Bob a couple of times. I've offered to send him out live views and all that stuff, and if we could, you know, run it more like live PD with and getting multiple departments, and never heard back from him. So, you know, and I've tried several times, but I think he's just content doing his own thing. If any of you guys are curious on how we're picking up his feed, one, I tell him where it is. Two, it's also covered under fair use. He's a government agent. This is a government, you know, website. This is public, and we are definitely providing commentary over it when we stream for anyone that has any of those questions. But every now and then his feed will do that when it loses cell signal. But I guess in Minneapolis they just have relatively good signal because his feed stays strong. I don't know if they're using like multi bonders and all that stuff, but it's pretty cool. Someone said, I remember when he got his 1 million viewer YouTube award. Who's that? Where he's had 1 million views? I don't even know how many I have. I think I have 12 million or something like that. I don't remember. Do I have to go to my channel to find that? View channel. Let me see. But boom, boom, boom. Actually, it doesn't say. I don't know how to tell. I think I got like 12 million. Do I have to go in studio? Does it say there? Yeah, but he streams everywhere too. He's on Facebook. He's on everything. I want to give a shout out to Robert, Cindy, Martin. All you guys have all rejoined your memberships. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you. And Tana, I think you all rejoined today. Or Martin was brand new today. New sub. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Hey, pull over. We gotta pull over. He's telling us slow down. Oh, he doesn't have his flag though.
Telling him slow down.
Well, that's good. We'll slow down. We
He's
weren't
got
going
jokes.
fast, though,
I'm not going to stay live
sir?
all
Mr.
night.
Teeny-
Probably not even that much longer, to be honest.
Gingerbread man, if you want to cross the street, please.
But I
cross.
will definitely throw the link of his. Now I'm curious to see.
Go ahead.
See, we have less views than normal. It's been slow this month. It's been really slow. Estimated revenue, fucking low, bro. Let's see what it was for November. I won't say it, but I'll look at it because it is low. Yeah. I'm fucking poor. Last month I had over 1 million views on the channel alone, just last month. But now we're back to where we normally are, which is like 116, 117. Back in the riots, though. Phooey! In the riots, we were crazy. Let's see. You want to see what we were? Lifetime of this channel. I've got 23.4 million, 4.4 million hours of watch time, 68,100 subscribers. So I actually gained 30 subscribers in the past couple of days, I believe, if that number is correct. And then the total revenue since I started the YouTube page is 6 figures. But that's since I started the YouTube page. Like the highest days of viewership were, does it tell me? Yeah, Sunday, February 28th, 2021, 359,000 views that one day. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. That was a long time. But you know, since over the past, you know, it's slowed down. But you could see where the riots were. Where the riots, I would average daily views 27, 72, 80, 67, 87, 40. And then it would go up like, and it would spike when something big happened. So like this day, I bet February, what day was this? Well, this was 2021. So this was March 2nd, 2021. I had a couple of videos that went viral. Yeah. Like I had 500,000 views Saturday, February 27, 2021, that day. You know, my most viral videos ever were Trucker Dash Cam. That's a truck driver gave me that video. That was a monetized video too, I believe, 4 million views. And then Rochester Police Captain tells it like it is. Finally, that one had 21 or 2.1 million. That was a monetized video as well. I wish all my videos were monetized. My revenue is so weak right now. So fucking bad. It's so bad. But if I had 1,000 views, man, my rate per whatever, what is it? How much you earn for every 1,000 views? It's 682 right now. Except they won't monetize my videos. That's why it's high. You know, it's such bullshit, bro. They won't monetize any of my fucking my videos. But this month so far in December, and it just shows it's bad. 43,900 views. But I've gained 17 subscribers. So that's awesome. Normally it's negative every month. But some Soundwave said it's crazy we watched the whole KR incident. Yeah, we did. Someone said, I remember one night that Kenosha, you had 25,000 viewers. Yeah, the most viewers I ever had, though, was the NFAC in Louisville. That was the most concurrent live viewers across all my platforms. I had about 30,000, 35,000 people watching live across all social media platforms and everything. About 35,000 people watching the live streams live. Typically on a riot night, what do you guys say? Across all platforms, 2,000, 3,000 people every single night, you know? And we always had all the advertisers that were like do ad reads, all the same shit all the other YouTubers do. Well, I just said no to all of them. We didn't do any. We partnered with Spartan. We partnered with a bunch of other people that we like and that we use and that we trust. And that's it, you know? And it's still good. I mean, I'm sitting here just shooting the shit. I got 340 people. There are YouTubers that have been doing it for years and they can't get anybody to watch their shows. So I'm still incredibly fortunate with you guys. Ordered your gummies today. Hopefully use my code. I wonder what happened to Chris, the one that was a gamer. Which one? What happened to Spartan Armor? We're still with them. They're just doing a different advertising with us now. They're doing the coffee cups. Because we don't do regular shows, you know? Our shows are kind of intermittent. I want to do more of like a podcast style show. I would like to find like some people that want to do it. It seems like he's got lights going. At least who is that? Cat's got lights going. This bottom corner, this one here, he's got lights on.
Oh.
So he's responding somewhere.
What do we got here? What do we got here? Driving with a little bit of pace. Is it supposed to be white?
Silver.
with the caller.
Not it.
Happy out with the caller 1945.
Yeah, he's running sirens
Correct.
in the lower right.
Victim is out of it after being beat up.
Okay, the victim did get beat up.
Uh-oh. Victim has been beat up. We are live in, I think, St. Paul. I think that's where they are today. Check it out. It's live on patrol.
Victim was beat up and left in a dumpster behind the Arby's. That's pretty vicious. 273 Whiskey.
This vehicle's going to be 273 Whiskey November Papa on a 2015 Nissan Versa that's heavy silver in color. Information.
So the reason you're hearing it broadcast is we have 3 channels in St. Paul, and they're
But the victim was physically assaulted.
first it'll come to the channel in the area, which was channel 3, and then that was being rebroadcast on channel 2, and then out to the suburbs as well. So
So I don't know if they're looking for the other guy or what they're doing now, but apparently they responded to a call of someone getting beat up, and the victim was in fact beat up, and they're looking for a silver sedan, reportedly. A silver sedan. Man,
the
it
street
looks
down
cool.
here is on a regular basis. We have a lot of stolen show up down here. On World
362. The location of the accident will be in the back of the RV parking lot.
Copy location. The robbery is in back of the RV's parking lot at 1946.
Mike said, bring back the blue shirts. I can bring them back. They say PT News on them. We're not PT News. But if you guys still want them, I could put them up. Or do other back to blue ones. Someone said, am I going to do a Christmas song? No. I said if I'd reach my goal
I'm pretty sure that car will show up again.
I said if I reach my goal tonight, I will dress up like Santa Claus on Christmas Eve and read Christmas stories, like kid-friendly Christmas stories for 3 hours on Christmas Eve if I reach my goal today. And we're only about, just to tell you how attainable it is, we're only about $3,200 away from my goal. It's quite a lot. We're not going to get it. But like if you guys want me to dress up as Santa, all you need is like 1 or 2 rich people out there to go get her done. Man, I may even sing some jingle bells, Robin laid an egg. Ha! Oh, what fun, you know? Yeah. And I messed up all this stuff. Someone said, bring back the blue shirts. I'll bring them back. I'll have them up on Pure Truth Coffee tomorrow if you guys want.
We're on the east side in the shadow of 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. By the way, you know, some people did tell me that as an abbreviation, we can call Mike Martin 3M because Mighty Mike Martin. It's 3M.
Hey, there you go.
3M.
That's pretty clever.
3M.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Copy 1430 Case Avenue Unit 3 for DOC. For
All
neighbors
right,
staying on
I'll put the
Walton
So
police
later on when I come
back the
back
blue
after
shirts
my
tomorrow.
family engagement, and by the way, just you got to let me know when I come back how these guys did. What you like, disliked,
Affirmative.
Well, he's going
It's,
on
it's
vacation.
hard after 2.5 years of being there for every broadcast. I don't think I missed one, have I?
No,
What? Say what? That's
I think there was
crazy,
one
bro.
where we did it like on a Thursday or a Saturday instead of a Friday.
Yeah.
Just one. I missed a couple being sick.
Yeah.
366 Tango.
Or we moved them if we were on vacation or out of town or something. But
We always had a substitute.
it was always my goal to expand this to include
Affirmative.
more deputies.
Coming, that's,
And I still.
coming to Devani's lot. Sorry, Devani's lot.
Medics.
Okay. It was always my goal to expand this to include more and more deputies. I still want to include some of our frontline marked cars out in the daytime. But so tonight's kind of an expansion, a next niche there of being able to have multiple cars out there. Someday we're going to do a 24-hour marathon.
What?
Not you and I necessarily.
But spread throughout the deputies.
Spread throughout the deputies. And we got a lot of great people in a lot of different outstanding units. I hear a medic coming. Are they No? Or
Nope.
yes?
Clear.
So we're at 94 in White Bear. There's the Holiday Station there. There's Super America across the street.
I had a partner when I was a EMT that whenever I drive, they would never clear intersections. Even when we had lights going, they would never clear. I would have to yell like, "Are we good? Are we good?" as I'm driving, fucking flying through intersections. And we didn't fly. We stopped, but that one guy who wouldn't clear the intersections also, he wouldn't run like so right now. Well, he's turning into the gas station. They always seem to be at a gas station. But what they would do is I think it was Worcester, Mass. I think that was their policy. They would kill the siren. So we'd run through the lights or we'd pull up to the light and then he'd be like, bah, 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 and then I'd go and then he'd kill the siren. And then, so we're driving through traffic with lights going, but he's not running the siren. And we get to an intersection. Bah, 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 bah. And by the time he had rank on me, so I couldn't do shit. But by the time we're already at the light, I'm behind cars and he's like, bah, 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 and he's getting all mad. They're not moving. I'm like, you're toning while we're so close. Like getting, whatever. Fun stuff, right? In my car, I had lights and a siren. No, I blared that sucker up the whole way. If I was responding like to hazmat or something like that, I used to have to run. Sometimes I would run the lights from where I lived all the way up to when I became a full timer. I'd have to run the lights all the way up there if there was a crazy call. And when I say all the way up there, it was like 30 miles. So it was far.
And then headed eastbound on Suburban. This is Suburban right here. And I don't know, the carjacked car, whether you think it was actually, I don't know where the car was, whether it was Devani's or Arby's, but the victim was left in the dumpster at Arby's. In a relatively good neighborhood here too.
Mm-hmm.
And from here they could go to Burns. There's an apartment complex over here that a lot of stolens are dumped in. They can go straight on Suburban down to Ruth Street.
Get on 94 either direction.
So
we've steadily dropped off a lot of viewers. Do you think I should restart the feed and stay live till 10 or just call it a day? What do you guys press 1 if I should just stay live for a little bit more here? Press 2 if I should call it a day, or press 3 if you think I should well, let's not do 3 because I don't really want to. I'm running out of steam anyway.
We are going to switch over to Mike and Alex. Pat's going to jump in with Joe Miller. You're going to see on the camera, you're going to see Pat's name there, because he's the senior live on patrol person.
6-5.
Be careful, be safe.
Currently code
Will
4,
do.
but if there's another squad available, I'll take one to myself.
And Smartest Man is going to take over the switching here in just a minute. So I'm just going to see if
Squad, I can start 4, Dorothy Day and Night. 534. Okay. Still getting the CMC.
is that your phone buzzing?
22631.
All right, we're going over to Mike and Alex. Mike and Alex.
Yeah, Katniss, Twitter's all over. Oh, they're pulling someone over. Look,
Tango 036.
this is Mike and Alex pulling over
George Sam Tom's.
white Tahoe, Minnesota license plates, number I can't see it.
Welcome to Live on Patrol, folks. We're doing a traffic stop real quick. We'll be right back.
Traffic stop.
Think kind thoughts.
Think kind thoughts, boys and girls. That was a hell of a switch, right? Right, boom, right into it. Bam, bow, chicka wow wow. Do you a cut of the commercials running on your feed? On YouTube, on Facebook, yes. I've noticed recently a lot of cops haven't been touching the back of the cars. I'm not quite sure why.
Go ahead. I'm right here. I can deal with 6562 if you want to send me the call.
This squad 1-3, Tango still on.
5184. You can clear the
Someone
call.
said the sheriff will go south and let him go. This isn't Bomb and Pat anymore. This is somebody else.
Control.
This
All
is
right, we're
Minnesota.
6457.
on a traffic stop. This gentleman was driving a little fast and changing lanes without signaling northbound on White Bear. We're just going to run him quick and give him some advice. He's got his wife and his children in the back, but they are, one of them's properly in its seat, and Alex is showing him how to get the other one properly belted into the car seat so that they're safer, because the way they're in there now isn't very good. I've noticed as I get older, these the lettering on these driver's licenses keeps getting smaller. I don't know. I better call the state and see what's going on.
New message. New message.
2241 from George Richard.
So he's got a valid driver's license. He had a past issue that popped up that it just took me a minute to make sure it wasn't current. So I'm going to go up and give him some advice.
Marshall 100 selling.
Yeah, so you guys are watching Live on Patrol. He's just going to give him some advice, not give him a ticket. They're all good to go. That was really quick advice, wasn't it? That was some quick advice right there.
All right.
It's definitely not summer anymore.
No, it's a little chillier, but I'm glad you talked to him about, I explained to him that one of the kids was not properly in the child restraint like they should be.
Yeah.
And so we're explaining to him how to do that properly.
Well, and the people think that, the cops are picking on them or it's a scam, and it's you and I have both seen crashes where, if a kid's not in the right seat, and it actually depends on the size of the kid and the age, they can actually have more damage from just the seatbelt on.
He did leave his cell phone.
So the belt, if the belt goes up against the seatbelt, the shoulder part of it goes up against their neck or against their rib cage in the wrong way, that force when there's an impact isn't distributed as it should be, and actually can cause, really serious injuries or death. And, there's nothing worse, I think, on a crash scene. I mean, any loss of life is horrible, but the thing that has the most profound impact among first responders, I think, is
child
death.
Absolutely.
That'll mess any cop or firefighter or whatever up pretty quick. So,
and unfortunately, we've all, seen those cases. So
yeah. So anytime we get a chance to try and prevent it, and they didn't get a citation tonight, they got a warning and an advisement, and it's just one of those deals where you're just trying to educate people, because what you don't know, you don't know.
Well, and people will ask me, well,
so we are watching Live on Patrol. They have a YouTube channel. You could check them out, Live on Patrol on YouTube. They're live. What they are is, so a long time ago, maybe a year and a half ago, Bob Fletcher, he's the elected sheriff of Ramsey County, Minnesota. He decided he wanted to start live streaming to show what policing is really like. He called it, proactive policing, essentially showing the community what policing is like. I gotta say, I've never met Bob or Sheriff Fletcher. I've never met him in person. He seems genuinely like one of the nicest people you could ever meet. He just seems like a really, really nice guy. Pat, that's with him as well. Super, super nice guy. And they've been doing this for a long time. You could tell just the rapport when they do it. And so they started live streaming just to show the community what it's like. They've since really blown up, over 210,000 subscribers on YouTube, hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook. When we started live streaming them, they had like nobody. They would have a couple hundred views, and then we started covering them, and then and then they just, they're so awesome. We were covering them during the riots and stuff. So there were riots that were taking place in Minnesota. They were there, like we were covering that and covering their ride-alongs with them. And they're just really good people. So if you don't follow them, definitely go follow them. Chrissy said, what's the highest donation you'd like to match or beat it? Should I say it? We haven't said what do you want the highest one of the day or of right now? Because the highest one of the day is different than what it is right now. They're both pretty big, but the one earlier in the day was big. We're trying to get to a super ambitious, Chrissy, I don't think you were here. So what I'm doing is if I make my goal tonight, which we're still pretty far away, we're like $3,200 short of my goal. But if I make my goal, not only am I buying a new truck and selling my wife's car, which is super exciting, I also said that I will dress up like Santa Claus and do a 3-hour Christmas Eve show reading Christmas books and do a call-in show. That was it. But yeah. So, but we're way far away. And I'm kind of secretly hoping that doesn't happen. Not for the Christmas stuff, but because here's the thing about me. Someone said you asked to know that. All right, fine. I'll tell you. So do you want the highest one right now or the highest one today? The highest one all-time dumpster, Mike, was Chrissy. She knows what it was. I'm not going to publicize it. She was the highest one ever. So, and I think she did it twice in that night. It was the night that we announced the lawsuits. Chrissy, yeah. So, but yeah. So the highest that we have today is 300. The highest during this show is Shirley, which was combined 125. So the highest one today is 300. And that's from Kathy. You know, she sent me a message. She's like, you gotta stop saying because as soon as I said her name, everyone stopped contributing because they knew she probably did a big one. And she sent me an email and she's like, I feel bad that you told them that I made a big contribution. Don't tell them when I make contributions anymore. And I was like, okay. I like giving shout outs to people that support the show. But yeah. Yeah, so that's that's the goal in the long run, because it's just, there's a lot going on. But that's what and it's so funny. Oh, so you want to know what I was thinking about? So I had this great idea, right? This idea was very awesome because the reason why I want a truck, just because for one, a truck makes me feel like complete because I love trucks. But secondly, and more importantly, it's to pull the trailer. And I'd build a second coffee trailer or I'd build a second store essentially in the coffee trailer and then send that one to Loudoun County. And so I'd pull it with the truck, right? Because I have a trailer I can only pull with the RV now. It's too heavy for any of our cars. It's too big. But then I was just thinking about something earlier today and I just had this wonderful idea. You know what a Ford Transit van is, right? And I can lease those through a company account through Enterprise for long-term leases that are pretty decent. They're still more expensive than buying one. But the funny thing about it is with the Ford Transit, this was my idea. Just try to visualize this shit with me, right? So imagine in a Ford Transit, you put down a false floor, right? So imagine a big pallet that's essentially 5 feet wide, 10 feet long, a big pallet. And on that pallet, you build a kitchen. So you build, you have a cabinet that's got your sinks. You got another small cabinet for your hand washing sink. You got another cabinet that's along the back end that has, all your electricity running to it as well. And then you have like a really narrow cabinet in the front that's a little bit lower, but that would be your display cabinet. So when the slider door opens, here's my idea. You build it on a giant 5-foot pallet. Right? Or so 5 foot wide, 10 feet long, maybe aluminum or something like that. So it's very, very sturdy. You could do it on wood too. And then you put the floor and you build everything. So it's all on that pallet, all your electrical, your hot water pump, your water pump, your gray water tanks, all that stuff. They're all right there underneath. So you can access it from the back door, right? So you open the back doors, there's the back of your sink. Everything's right there with storage that goes into the other ones. Now, are you paying attention? The reason why it's on a pallet is because the whole thing is one unit. So you could take it off of with like a forklift. You could take it off as one complete unit and then, put it down. So you're building essentially a mobile truck, but it's a pallet instead. And then I don't need to go out and buy a Ford Transit van. I can rent one. So if I have an event, I just keep that thing in the warehouse, load it up, get a forklift. I'd have to buy a forklift, get a forklift and put that in the back and it's full and, ratchet it down or whatever. And then boom, it's there. You guys don't get it? Does anyone not get that? Does anyone not get it? Chrissy, we have Zelle if you want. It's the email that's below here. If you use Zelle, it's alive@freightbrokerlive.com. Does no one visualize? No one can visualize. Oh God, I wish my tablet was good because I would draw it for you. Is there a paint on how much is a forklift? Brad's like, holy shit, Steve's a genius. A forklift is probably, I don't know. I could probably get a used one for like $5,000, $4,000, something like that. A used one. But think about it. Brad has that engineering mind. So he's already like, holy shit. because you know what I'm talking about. Because you can, I know you, Brad, because we've talked so much. You can like visualize exactly what I just said. And the reason why you would want it to come out is because you don't need to own the van. You can rent it for like events, or you could do a long-term lease. But secondly, if you did buy the van, or if I did buy the van, that comes out. So then I could go use it to pick up coffee. I could go use it to do other stuff. Do you know what I mean? And so it's perfect. And all the pumps, all the electricity, the 30 amp hookup for a generator, all of that is built right into the pallet and not the truck. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that genius? Isn't that awesome? Because then you could just pull it right out, and then you could do another one. Like if I'm doing events or something, we're not doing full coffee, but we're doing apparel. You build a whole nother one that's just for apparel and you put that in. Because in all reality, it wouldn't be that damn expensive. You know what I mean? It would be cheaper than retrofitting this whole fucking store that I did. For what I spent on retrofitting that store, I could have did this, which pisses me off a little bit. Dumpster Mike said it sounds badass. I know. So I may call Enterprise on Monday because I know back in the day when I had trucking companies, I rented a bunch of Enterprise. I long-term leased a bunch of box trucks from them, but I also had.
Come on, let's go. Skinny pedal on the right.
But
big truck to turn around on a small street.
All right, here we go. Anyways,
where are they?
I'll put it on my ear. Chill it on the. We got it. We're good.
Someone said, "You see what you're saying now? It sounds expensive." No, it doesn't sound expensive at all. The most expensive part of the whole thing, because here's the truth. I could probably, if I didn't build the pallet or Brad didn't build. Did they kill the lights?
We're gonna go help out one of our cat. Tell young boy first.
New message.
Good rate. Yeah, I've been practicing all week for that.
It's not good. It's clear. Come on.
Message.
It's clear.
All right. What do they have there?
That they had the car we're looking for.
The car, but it's not.
Nope, we could probably.
Are they stopped?
Oh, it's driving erratically. Ha and McKnight.
All right, so yeah, they turned off the lights. So yeah, what I was saying was essentially because someone said it sounds expensive. It's really not, because the pallet, the lumber for the pallet, I may even be able to find from like a specialty equipment place, or a farm person, like a farm equipment place, because they get big pallets all the time and they got to pay to dispose of that. But the thing is, it's 10 foot or however long the back of one of those tall Sprinter vans is. And so you make it the whole length of the trailer. And then you essentially imagine a mini kitchen, right? So you have, either put cabinets in or you just build it out of, plywood. The only thing is for the sink, you would need a splashback on the actual sink. Well, for both of them, you need, that goes up, 14 inches or something. But you make all of the water, all of the electricity, everything is all attached to the back. Do you know? Oh God, I want to draw it. I wonder if I could do it on this computer. Hold on. I wonder if I have paint on this computer. I do. I wonder if I could do it with my finger. Watch. Because this. All right. How do I erase it? Oh, this is going to suck to erase. All right. So imagine. So here is. I'm erasing still. Oh, where's the marker? This? No, where's the marker? This one. Pencil. Bam. So here's the back. Motherfucker. What did I do? Now it doesn't work. Is it this? No. This. Isn't that it? File, new. Don't save. All right. So imagine this is the back, right? So here, if you're looking into the back of a trailer, or the back of a truck, here's its wheels. This is the back doors, right? So the back door is open over here. Back door is open over here. And so this is the back of the trailer. You build a pallet like this, right? And so on the back end of it, it'll just kind of look like this. The sink is here. So all the water and all the canisters for gray water and fresh water. And then you have storage that's right here. And then the electrical you'll have to build in somewhere, right? So that's that size. Now that's the back. And then watch, like new, let me save. No, I don't want to save this. This is fucking horrible. File, new, don't save. And then if I was looking at it from the top, this is what it would look. I should have just did this one first. So imagine this is a pallet. Like that's like 10 feet. This here is like 5 feet, right? So you build a cabinet that goes like this, right? So you build a cabinet that goes like this, and this is where your sink is. And you need a triple bay sink. So it'd be boom, boom, boom. And then you need a hand washing sink. So boom. And they sell those kits, or you could just do it yourself. And so all the plumbing and everything is under those sinks. You build a narrow cabinet here because this door opens and slides back. And so this would be your customer facing side. Hey,
make it out of aluminum. It'll last longer and be more structural sound.
True. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. So, and here, this part here is like where the customers would come, right? And so you have a really long, narrow that's almost like a countertop, right? And you could even make one that it folds out into like a table for them, you know, out that window. Okay. And then on this side, you have a whole cabinet that runs across with counter. And then you run so imagine we're looking at that back counter now, and this is what it looks like. So here's the counter space. You run up a partial wall in the back. So imagine this is the counter. It's hard to do with my finger, and say this is the wall that comes up maybe like a foot or 2 feet. And then you put electrical outlets in here, and all the power is running. And then you keep it on like this back corner right here. This is where like all the power, all the plumbing, all that stuff is all right there. Right? You guys see what I'm saying? All the cabinets under here store all the coffee cups, all the coffee bags, all the stuff. And on top, I have the coffee makers, the pastries, whatever on the top here. But the thing about this is these are all like, I'm going to save that. I'll save those scribbles. Oh, fuck it. I won't save it. Fuck you. You just ruined it. Brad's probably already got this drawn up. Brad's like an architect or something. Dude's like a visionary. It's crazy. Some people have so many skills. I have ideas. I need to have other people tell me how to do my ideas. Don't save. Okay. So now again, when you're looking at it from the back, remember, so like here is the back of the like imagine you're looking at the back of a cargo van. This whole thing fits right inside and secures in, but it's like the full length of it, full width of it. And there's a pallet. So essentially all you do is you come in with a forklift and then you pull this whole unit out, and then the truck is perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like, isn't that like the best fucking idea you've ever heard in your life? And then in all reality, this would cost so much less than going out and buying a truck or going out and buying, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be, man, see, this is what happens when I get ideas, because now I'm like, shit, that could be built really easy. And then you could multi, whatever you call it. So I could rapidly expand with these fucking coffee trucks. Easy upfront costs, I know. Easy upfront costs. Yeah, I mean, you're talking for the cabinets, and because obviously, so the floor, when you're looking at it from the top, so say this is it from the top, and then you have it like this. This flooring here has to be, flooring, and you need walls. So there would have to be a slight wall that maybe comes up to like 5 feet chest level, right? And because it has to for health codes, because the health department still has to come in here. It's got to have hot water, it's got to have plumbing, and it's got to have gray water. But I can that's the beauty of it. Virginia is super strict on what they call commissaries. But because my store is approved by the Department of Agriculture as a coffee packing facility and the coffee shop, I can use that as a commissary. So my store is now good. So I can actually use that as the location for this coffee shop. So someone said, why a forklift and not wheels with an electric winch? Yeah, Because I like forklifts. That's pretty much it. And to be honest, if I have a forklift, then I could do a lot more stuff. I could buy more gym equipment, which would be super cool. But I could also get coffee orders in bulk. I could do a lot because right now we can't do any of that. We have to order, through UPS ground or something like that because we don't have the ability to take off a forklift. Someone said you need to go one step further, forget about the forklift and put it on folding wheels. Yeah, I know they have those, but again, the thing I wouldn't own the truck. The truck would be a rental. So you could do that and build out so the whole fucking thing slides right out because they make those already for the expedited vans where the whole thing slides right out of the bottom. And then you have the wheels that come down and the wheels in the front fold down and you undo it and then it will just roll off. They already make those. The bases, they're like $7,000, $8,000 just for those bases. And they're made for sprinters. But I wouldn't want one of those because for one, they're more expensive. And secondly, I would rather just use a forklift. So you just lift it up. Everything is contained on that ginormous pallet. Nothing is contained on the walls. There's no electricity to it. That's the only thing I would have to figure out is the electricity going in. I guess I could run it through the driver's side window, run a generator on the backside, run it through the driver's side window. Because again, if I owned the vehicle, I would put a fucking, a little 30 amp plug right in the side of the thing. Do you guys know? You guys know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be the most brilliant thing you've ever heard in your life? Chrissy wants me to check Venmo. Wouldn't that be? Oh my gosh, now I want to do it. Oh, Chrissy is the new top dono for show. Thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy wanted to beat all y'all. Thank you so much. Christy, not Christy. That was via Zelle. I wrote Bell. Zelle. Safe. All right, well, let's go back. Oh, man, I just got excited. Brad's like, man, that would be easy to do. And I'm like, damn, let's do it.
I mean, the process to
Thank you, Chrissy.
can be really long. It can be on high priority cases.
Someone said your family owns Legacy Lifts in Dallas. Contact Tony. He could build this for you. Yeah, but he couldn't build it as cheap as Brad can.
Yeah, right.
Unless they're going to give me like a really, really portable tent to cover the whole thing ready to sell. Yeah. Well, no, you stay right in the trailer. Or it stays when you're making coffee and everything, it stays right in the back of the van. And then you pull it out when you got to use the van for something else. Or here's the best part, or when you're just renting the van. You know what I mean? Or doing a long-term lease, and then you don't need to pay for maintenance or insurance or anything like that. Man. Health department will let you use wood with water. Yeah, it's gotta have, well, it could be a wood floor. That's what we have in our store in the new kitchen we put in. And that tile, matter of fact, I may even have some of that flooring left. So I could just slam all that. Woo! I got to call first and find out about the Sprinter van. Because I can't finance a Sprinter. That's the first thing I tried today. They won't do it. They're too expensive. Because I would like one because even with the Sprinter, I could pull the trailer. There's enough, weight in there or enough tow capacity that I could even pull a trailer. But as long as it's a high cube, I think, what are they called now? They don't make Sprinter. Well, they may make Sprinters. You can't afford one of those. But even the Ford Transit, the tall ones, the 250s, those are expensive. Chris said, Chris, you got a groove back? Yeah. They let you use wood flooring. Yeah. Hardwood, hardwood flooring. Not, you can't use plywood. It's got to have some sort of thing. So I have hardwood in the store.
Now to put on a case where somebody was sitting on a gun and they don't get DNA evidence.
Someone said, but am I going to be happy driving a van around? Yeah, if I'm driving. The main reason I wanted the truck, one, for the happiness, but the more important reason was to get the trailer, to move I can move the trailer with the car, but build out the kitchen in it. But then there's something, I didn't want to do, which would be to cut a hole in the side of the trailer. And I don't have an eye for that, to put in like a RV window or something like that. And then build the whole kitchen inside the trailer. That's originally what I was going to do. This way is probably better. Sprinter vans are 40,000. Yeah, but the financing is different, you know, because the truck would be a $40,000 truck, but they just want a huge down payment. You know, for the Sprinter vans, it was like huge. It was like $6 or $7 grand for a down payment. Whereas the truck, there's no down payment. The only reason there's a down payment is because I'm trying to roll her car into it. But I'll be honest, like if I decided to go this route, which I haven't really thought about it too much. I was thinking about it literally while I was doing the show, and that time that I kind of walked away for a minute, and you know, was vaping, I was thinking about it because I'm like, this makes sense. This makes sense because that would be an easy way. And here's the best part: then we build those kits and we franchise out the coffee companies. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother revenue stream. Because then we just build out those kitchens, and then people, it's turnkey, you know? Or even, you have your own Sprinter van. Oh my God, dude, I'm doing this shit. Because think about that. I build a bunch of those things, and all these delivery drivers that work for Amazon and didn't make any money, they're making $100 a day. I just say, hey, come bring your Sprinter van in here. We'll load you up with this kitchen. You go with our permit, and bada boom. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Someone said $6,000 should be lunch money for you. Yeah, I know. Everyone has this impression that I'm super rich. For a long time, we were doing really, really well. But then, you know, I made a mistake for the past year. I forgot to pay myself. So, and now, yeah, it's all gone. The Sprinter van is the way to go. I think it may be. Someone said, but then you'll have to build a robot to do the setup and teardown part that you hate after hours selling of work. Yeah, but it's not like you're doing you mean the cleaning? I'm going to have to do that anyway. I don't mind driving around. I prefer to drive around. Think about how cool that would be. And then once I'm permitted for like the cart, I can go anywhere in the state of Virginia. So I can go I can randomly set up. As long as I have permission from the town and it's in a place where it's permittable with a food truck, I'm licensed anywhere in the state of Virginia. So if there's a convention, boom, I can go sling coffee. You know, I'm literally licensed to do it anywhere. It's pretty big. Yeah, Biden's the nuclear person. Yep, arrested. Or I don't know. There was a federal. I didn't understand why it was a federal warrant, but yeah, they were caught. The dude was caught stealing luggage again. Fucking crazy.
Not like those
the non-binary person.
Well, I think we're gonna give a little preview of
8844 check. 8844. Silver Lake Road in Hamilton Court. Nora X-Ray Adam.
Well, that's the thing, too. I just saw the comment there because this is freezing, so I'll talk. I just saw the comment there where someone said you have a buddy in Kentucky with a food truck license. He does prop-up barbecue as a $5,000 trailer, makes $250K a year cash. It's insane. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like in the store, I didn't build out the store to be able to do any sandwiches or anything. We can't do any of that. But, however, with these trailers, we can mod them however. Fuck, dude. I got to stop talking about it. Right. I'm deleting this fucking video. Damn it, bro. That's a good idea. No one will. Isn't that like? Don't I just said the idea. You can't steal my idea. Yorktown Beach should be your first spot. Cam said we will have a second case coming up at a courthouse. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Maybe. Charles said probably because it was a felony. It still wouldn't be federal because I don't know. It'd be you're talking about the luggage stealer. Yeah. Damn, now I'm all thinking about this. Oh, what I was gonna say with the food truck is I could put a flat top in there and do like breakfast sandwiches and shit like that. That's about the only thing I could fucking make. Little fridge. Damn, bro. I can't afford a food trip, like an actual done up food truck. Can't afford those. This idea is a good one. Brad, I kind of you remember a long time ago when I was talking about financing a Sprinter van? This is why. Because I've been milling over this idea for a long time. But I never could like put it all together in my head because I couldn't figure out where the things would go. And then I realized earlier when I was on my break, because I was thinking about it on the drive here, I was thinking about it on my break and I'm like, holy shit, you put everything at the back. You know what I mean? And it all works. You know what I mean? Because I was talking about trying to because originally I got denied for the Sprinter van thing. After now spending all the money to rehab the store and not really being happy with how it came out, I'm like, this does make sense. You phone done recorded your idea. There will be a commercial for your idea tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I have 275 people. Well, actually I had 296 when I started talking about it. And I've lost 20 people. So I think those people are all writing down, trying to screenshot my pictures. But yeah. I wouldn't buy but now it's all thought out. It sounds brilliant. Yeah, I know. Man, because it would be cheap. I could literally just off what I made today, I bet I could build the whole prototype. No joke. A working prototype. The most expensive things would be the coffee makers, obviously. But even the sink, I found the 3-bay sink that I have in the store. It was $180. I had to search for like 7 days to find it, but I found one, $180 because those kitchen sinks are stupid expensive. Someone said, email your idea to yourself, copyright, boom. Yeah, but you can't open it. And that doesn't really work either. It's a patent anyway. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure someone's figured, and they already have those mechanisms. Like I said, they use them in expedited trucks because like if you have a expensive pallet or something, they'll side load so that the whole like inside of the truck, essentially, it'll come out and then there's 2 legs and they'll load your pallets on the side and then they'll push it in with a forklift, fold up the legs or some of the legs unscrew and push it in. That's how they can get pallets to the back of a Sprinter van on the expedited freight side. It's pretty cool if you've ever been to an airport when they get them. Someone said, do you ever go to police auctions looking for vehicles? Yeah, I've done it before, but quality of vehicle, like for this, it would make more sense just to rent to do a long-term lease with Enterprise or something that has those Sprinter vans. Because then, like, for example, I used to rent a Dodge Ram 2500 diesel from Enterprise. It was $1,500 a month. Granted, this was several years ago, but it was $1,500 a month, unlimited mileage, no maintenance. I didn't pay for shit. Everything was covered. When it needed an oil change, I took it to their place. They did the oil change and everything. I never had to worry about anything. And I beat those trucks up because we were hauling cars and stuff with them. Because I had that, and then I had a 2500 Chevy Silverado that was also diesel. And we had a bunch of 30-foot or 32-foot bumper pull car hauler trailers. And we used to run around hauling cars all over the place. And $1,500 a month for those. So a Sprinter van's probably more expensive than that. And at that point, you got to be like, okay, does this even make sense? If I built the prototype, but wouldn't I need the Sprinter van first to get accurate measurements inside? Yeah, it would. Because I wouldn't do them without that. Because that's something I could do myself. Like a prototype, I could build that shit. And then once we actually wanted to like build good ones, that's where Brad would have to like quit his job or something like that. Or I'd have to hire people and Brad would have to tell him what to do because that dude's like, for anyone, I know you guys don't know Brad, but he's like meticulous. Like the level of detail is concerning. No, I'm just kidding, but he's good. But Chrissy, 1970 with $100 super chat said, like old times, let's get a train going. Choo choo. Yeah. Brad said they have dimensions online, I'm sure.
Like old times,
yeah.
Let's get a train going. Choo choo.
Yeah. Thank you, Chrissy, for that super chat. Now you're super top dono because you sent the Zelle and the super chat. You're super top dono. You've like doubled our combined top dono. Our previous top dono. You doubled it. So I appreciate that. And that's our early morning top dono. So yeah, you blew it out of the water. Thank you so much. They have dimensions online. Yeah, I'm sure they do, but I don't know how. Because don't they fluctuate? I guess you would have to make sure because you're renting it. You know what I mean? So you would want to make sure that the measurements you're getting online completely match. Because if you're off even 2 inches, especially in width, it's not going to work. I wonder if there's a way to make it like so it's on hinges. So you build it so it's a little bit narrow because you know how I don't know how it is with Sprinters. With a regular cargo van, you'll have probably 6 inches on either side because the doors kind of close into the back. I'm assuming Sprinter vans are the same. They probably don't open up, so it's a full width. There's probably a little bit of a corner in it. Do you know what I mean? So I wonder if there's a way. You know how on a trailer, like a RV, it's got the slides that come out. I wonder if there's a way to, like, if you really wanted to get high tech, build it so the slides, once it's in the, you know what I'm saying? Once it's in the thing, you could slide it out and it will flush tight against the wall. But you wouldn't really need that anyway, because there's enough room in those things. It would be a tight kitchen, but it would be dope. It would be a food truck. That's what it would be. Damn, bro. Damn, homie. VIN number dimension should cover it. Someone said with the length, wouldn't most of the weight have to be toward the forklift in order to pull it out? Yeah, but you get fork extensions. So they make these metal steel extensions that are 8 foot long. We used to have them because we would, put pallets in the back of box trucks and all that. You can't drive a pallet truck on the back of box trucks. So we'd have these big extensions that take your little 36-inch forks and they turn them into 8-inch or 8-foot forks. That would be more than enough to get this thing. Because again, all you're doing is essentially picking it up, pulling it down, and then putting it down on the ground. That's it. Make it universal for multiple vans. So we have a few choices. Yeah. I'm fucking plotting. I'm like, damn, I wanted a truck, but damn, I think I could do this right now. I'll call that health inspector back and be like, hey, can you come inspect this thing? I wonder if they could inspect it without it being installed in a vehicle. I bet they could. If I'm like, hey, I built something, will you come inspect it and tell me if it's good? They'd be like, yeah, we bring it on down to us. Well, see, I don't have a van yet. Wait, what? It'd be funny. Someone said, dang, long tonight. Awesome. What's up? Just getting in, drinking brews, watching it all go to shit. Yeah, Johnny on the spot. What's up? We're just chilling. We're running, ideas, making money, hanging out. I am going to call it pretty soon. So, because my son does have his green belt ceremony at 8:00 in the morning tomorrow. Damn, now I want to fucking figure this out. Damn, homie. I may be on to some shit here. Modest school bus. Yeah, that's one thing I looked at. I could get a school bus for cheap. Those like full on retired school buses are like $5,000. Hey, Steve, that was Chris with Crooked Nose Media and the Hype Trains. Oh, I didn't see it. Was it on Twitch? I didn't see it. This system, it doesn't show that, but damn, bro. You could put a cargo van or a smaller trailer. You're fucking right, dude. You are right. That it could fit in anything. It could fit in a cargo trailer. It could fit, you could, oh my God, that may be the fucking business. We just call it Cafe Gratis fucking mobile food trucks. Shit. Fuck giving away free coffee. We just build these mobile fucking food trucks. Shit. No, we build the fucking mobile food trucks to give away free coffee. Think about how fucking dope that is. Oh, man. And that would be cheap as shit to do it that way. I could use used cabinets and all of a sudden I could go on Facebook Marketplace. Look for a fucking pallet. Find a pallet. Look for used fucking... I don't know why I'm swearing. But use used cabinets and shit. Doesn't even need to be all nice shit. I just paint it. Right? Get all fucking rehabby. Damn, bruh. I should make a whole YouTube channel just building the first one. I bet I'd get 1 million subscribers. Look at all those, like, turning cargo trailers into, food trucks. I've seen so many videos on it. Everybody's trying to do it. Get her done. I'll make the whole video talking like this. Crack myself up. Someone said I would buy one to travel to the bike rally. Sold. Yeah, right. Someone said, what did we learn from the Twitter files? Don't kill my buzz right now. You might have to offer fraps. Well, that's the whole thing is I want to offer like cappuccinos and mochas and shit like that for stupid cheap, like cost essentially, because it's about the advertising. That's the thing. It's about advertising. That's all it is. It's not about selling coffee or anything. It's about advertising on the cups. And if we have a good system built up, is he going to pull him over? Get him, boys. No blinker. Oh, they turned on the blinker too late. Go get him. Go get him. I saw that too. I would have got him. Or is that a cop?
Excuse me.
What are you doing? Pull him over. You didn't use a blinker.
Nope, we're still looking for that Nissan hatchback.
Nissan hatchback.
Do police officers have to take a lie detector test? No, we don't. And I don't know if it's been talked about what we have to go through to get hired. It's different in each state, and there's a little bit of a variance between each department.
What, in Ramsey County they don't do polygraphs? I thought
for the most
everybody
part,
does polygraphs now.
You need a degree, so either a 2 or a 4-year degree, and then you have to excuse me, go through a skills portion, which is about 16 weeks of practice.
I thought all departments need
learning about
polygraphs.
Laws, statutes, defensive tactics, firearms, etc., driving. And then from there you get hired at a department. To get hired from a department, you have to go through an extensive background and psychological evaluation. Once you get hired at a department, you go through field training, which is about 3 months. And then you still need to complete your year's worth of probation. It still doesn't stop there. We still have to get X amount of credits and training each year to keep our post license active. But no lie detector test.
That's crazy. They do polygraphs here. They do them in Vermont and New Hampshire as well. Someone said, shit, that's too much. All the stuff they have to do. Damn, bro.
What's going on in St. Paul right now, Joe?
I'm seriously, I just started like looking at stuff on my phone, and I'm like, because I said if I don't reach the goal tonight, which I'm probably not going to do, we're not that, we're still pretty far away. But if I don't reach the goal, I was just going to pay the money off my wife's car so we could do it later. Look at that view. That's really nice. And then I just started looking up wood to see how much wood costs at Home Depot. I may have a fucking prototype built tomorrow. I'm dead ass. Because I could just rent an Enterprise truck, right? Or an Enterprise Sprinter or something, or rent a Sprinter like quickly. You know what I mean? Like I could have this shit, jury rigged by tomorrow. You know? Oh man.
Code 404
Someone said people do use them, but they're not accurate or they're not consistent enough for 100% accurate results. No shit, I didn't know that.
820 and cancel test.
Someone said in Pinellas County, I had to.
I agree.
Sheriff's office,
you guys are asking me a bunch of questions.
came to the drug use questions.
Really me.
It was like, was honest and passed. Yeah. I know other people that failed polygraphs that were active cops and they failed. Like I knew one guy that was a sheriff down south that was moving up north to become a PD officer. He failed his polygraph. and he's like, I don't know what I failed. They're like, oh, he was a cop down south. He was a sheriff's deputy and for like 3 or 4 years. And he failed a polygraph. And then I knew another one that failed his physical and he looked fit. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, I don't know.
I think the sheriff typically goes and makes his rounds through each.
I can't. I could never be a cop because I'm too much of a hothead. Like I know that about myself. I'm too much of a hothead. I could never do that. As much as I would love to, and give back to my community that way. There's no way I could ever do it. I'd fucking flip out on people all the time. Someone would be like, fucking pig. I'd be like, what? Like fucking lose my cool like crazy. I would lose my cool. Someone said, oh, we didn't have to be fit, LOL. Oh, to be a cop. Yeah, you know what sucks though is like to be a volley firefighter, you don't have to be fit too. And that like when you do your trainings, like when I was in my Fire 1 class, there were some people that were out of shape, dude. Like really out of shape. And I'm like, how the fuck are you even in here? But it's crazy stuff. What time is it? 9:47. I'm going to stay live for about 5 more minutes and then I'm going to go home.
See what they have.
About 5 more minutes. I do appreciate everyone who supported, all the people who went and bought the Twitter files, proof that social media lies, hoodies.
We'll come back and answer some more questions here in a little bit.
Those dope ass hoodies, right?
Have over there on Maryland.
How many of you guys bought those? The dope ass hoodies. Twitter file one. Twitter file hoodie. I'll put that in again to show you because this thing is that dope. Just in case you didn't buy it yet. What are you chuckling for, lady?
4450 car for
Someone said sweet dreams of Sprinter vans. I may have this whole fucking thing built before I even wake up tomorrow. Like I may order all the shit I need because I even know where everything is because I already looked at everything, saw all the sinks, everything that I need. Oh, the lights are on. Oh, this is that same car. What wasn't it? Oh, where are they going? Sweet dreams
They're
are
headed to go
made
back
of
to
Sprinter vans.
Sheriff and Deputy Graham on their traffic stop.
A friend of mine lives in the neighborhood they just passed by. Oh, really? Very interesting. Very interesting. Listen to that little V6 roar.
We're coming from a little ways away, so we'll try to get there as soon as possible.
Sheriff Bob Fletcher, that's who you are.
I don't know what they have. I just know they're asking for another car, so we'll try to get there.
You know, we'll do what Live PD does. All right, well, they're a few minutes away, so we're going to cut to a commercial. We'll be right back. The best parts, the most exciting parts of the night.
Can you repeat, Alex?
We need another car over here for sure.
We're en route.
We're still live. Able to sell the market. And we don't know exactly what they have going on, but they asked us to pick it up and step up our response. So that's why we're running lights and sirens to them.
Well, it's looking like they're a few minutes away, so we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. That's live PD for you, isn't it? That's what they always do. It's like the most exciting part of the night. It looks like he's going so slow with the camera. I don't think he is, although the road does look icy, so maybe he's being safe, but it looks like he's going slow until you hear the engine, and then you're like, this is weird. You know? They were far away. You telling me they have no other deputies close, that they're pulling this guy from so far away? It's not really a great response time, huh?
Alright, should be right here. Sorry, 27 to 2007. Double check.
Oh, there they are. There's some more cops there. Man, you had me a little nervous, boys. Can you guys hear that? Got it like cranked. He's wearing a onesie. Is that her that was in the car? Is Live on Patrol a different show than On Patrol Live? Yeah, it is. Live on Patrol is a YouTube show. That's every Friday. You should, guys, go follow them on YouTube. It's Live on Patrol. Just Google them, and you'll find it. It's a great show. So, and they have multiple cameras too. See how they just did that switch? I don't know why they switched. It's better. It was, yeah. Shut up, Steve. But yeah. The guy was in the onesie. And they have their audio turned off on this one. They should have put the other one back on. That kind of looks like the other car that they pulled over earlier, doesn't it? Oh, is that Pat right there? So this is the guy that's riding with Pat, right? No, this is Mike. This is Mike. Officer Mike. Kim Moss said you're watching On Patrol Live. It's different.
Let's go back to the office then.
Okay. You're live.
So we've got our folks out on a traffic stop here, and we'll let them handle that accordingly. And I think in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll talk about some other calls that are happening in and around the county. Above and beyond that, just that traffic stop. New Brighton also has a traffic stop in the suburbs as long as 2 actually, as a matter of fact. New Brighton does. Quite a few traffic stops right now across the county.
Why'd they turn it off? Damn, they are just like live feeding. What the fuck? Like, leave it on the scene so we can actually see what's going on. I hate that. I forgot Live on Patrol was on. I like Live on Patrol. I don't like how they cut to commercials every minute, so I tend to watch it like an hour later so I can fast forward it. What they're doing is what I wanted to do with my ride-alongs, just so everybody knows. Remember when I talked during the riots, I talked about doing ride-alongs? I was actually in talks with several departments on letting us do ride-alongs with them. I wanted to do this very same thing. I still wouldn't mind doing it where people will go out and chase scanner calls and stuff like that. Or if we have PD off, I don't really want to do the scanner call thing because I think they interfere too much. But if we have anyone with law enforcement, even if you're in a small department, I'll host a show. We'll call it Better Than Live PD. That's what I'll call it. You know, because I want to do a whole shift, like 8 hours of coverage, like a whole shift, start to finish, you know, and cover them eating, cover them, you know, whatever we can. That's what I want to do. You know, I still want to do it. It would be good. Their camera system's pretty cool, how they're doing the switching. Have I watched Biden Inc? No, I haven't. But yeah, so that's it. You guys can all go follow them on YouTube, Live on Patrol. I think they're also on Facebook, but you can find them on Live on Patrol. Awesome guys. You know, Sheriff Bob Fletcher is literally one of the nicest people you'll ever hear. I encourage you to watch like some of the night. I guess he's going on vacation, but they'll do it other days. He's just the nicest person you've ever listened to. He really is. He's super cool. And I encourage all of you guys to check it out. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching, and I will see all of you hopefully not this weekend. I don't think I'm going to be covering the Twitter Files thing tomorrow because I may take 2 days off. If you guys have paid attention, I've been doing live streams every single day, multiple times a day, every day this week. I may take tomorrow off and maybe Sunday from doing live streams. I'm still going to be working. I'll be in here tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll be in the store on Sunday trying to stain. Well, my wife is going to stain and stuff like that. But tomorrow morning, I got to get up early, so I'm going to go home. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Or I'll see you all probably Monday, all right? Unless there's breaking news, but likely Monday. Let's all cross our fingers that you don't see me until Monday, all right?